Welcome to the Samwelb B12 experience,
where we have you covered for all the NHL action, play-by-play, news, and more. Make sure to subscribe today.
Hello, Canada, hockey fans. Tonight it's a different land.
You're watching Samwelb experience.
What's up, everybody? Dougie Gilmore, thank you so much. As always, welcome in. I don't even know what day it is. It's Wednesday, and it is the Leafs and the Caps. Ovechkin and Matthews going toe to toe. Mano e mano. Who is going to pull it out tonight and get this one done? Triton, what's up? Coming in with that freeze. Thank you there, Triton. What's up, Dallas? Onyx, Hayden, welcome in, Axeman. Sarah in the house. What's up, Sarah? Good to see you. Craigton, how's it going? Tristan, what is up? Welcome in. Morgan, Jonathan, hello there. We got Boss Baz. Gosh, it's so small on here. What's going on? Welcome in. Greatest Leaf, welcome in. Phil, hello there. Monica, good to see you. Dave Y, what's up, Dave? Hope you are doing well. So glad to have you tune in to watch your Caps lose. But welcome to the show. Monica, Daniel Barry is here. Matthew Varias, welcome in. What just happened? Krista was gifted a membership. B. Disney gifted a membership. Russell gifted a membership. Craigton Varias. Richard is here. Richard dropping it like it's hot. Coming in with the 5 gifted memberships. Richard, thank you so much. Getting it started in a big way. Stick taps all the way around for Richard. Congratulations to those who pick up the gifted membership. Wow, Lala's Place, what's going on? Welcome. And again, thank you, Richard, so very much for that. There it is, the stick taps coming in. All right, let's jump in and get to the lineups because we got a few lineup changes. We mentioned it off the top in the chat. Lucas, what's going on? Brett, welcome in. All right, here we go. Let's start with the Caps first. Let's start with the Caps. The Caps, by the way, who are 33, 25, and 9, going with Alex Ovechkin, with Connor McMichael, and TJ Oshie. I'm not going to pronounce this name correct all night long. Ivan Miroshnichenko with Dylan Strome and Tom Wilson. Say that 5 times fast. Max Pacioretty with Henrik Lapierre and Sonny Milano. Then we got Beck Molestein with Nick Dowd and Alexei wrote us. On the D side, it's Martin Farabee with John Carlson, Rasmus Sandin, Rasmus Sandin with Nick Jansen, and Alexander Alexiev with Trevor Van Riemsdyk getting the start tonight. Charlie Lindgren in goal for the Maple Leafs, who are 38-20-9. They're going with Tyler Bertuzzi, Austin Matthews, and Pontus Holmberg as their top line. Then it's going to be Bobby McMahon with Max Domi and Willie Nylander. We got Matty Nyes, and we're representing Nyes tonight. We got the Nyes shirt. Nyes with John Tavares and Nick Robertson. The fourth line, Connor Dwyer, David Kempf, and Noah Gregor. In on the D side, Morgan Riley is going to be paired up with Connor Timmins. Timmy making his return. We said just the other night he was going to be coming in real soon, and here he is, Timmins with Riley. Simon Benoit is back with Jake McCabe. It's about time they put these two together.
Reunited and it feels so good.
Love me some Benoit and McCabe. Then we got Edmondson and Lilly together, and backing it up in the net tonight, between the pipes, Joseph Waller getting the start tonight for the Leafs. Carl the Monkey, what's going on? Welcome in. Joseph Wall getting the start. Scratch tonight, TJ Brody is out. Ryan Reeves is out with an eye issue due to his fight last night. Giordano still with the concussion. Lyubushkin still feeling a little ill. Yarncroc with the hand injury, and Mitch Marner with that high ankle sprain. And goodness gracious, we hope Mitchie is okay. We want to see him come back when he's ready. We're not going to rush him. But this team has looked a little uneasy, if you will, since Marner has been out. Matthews has not been able to find the touch, but some other guys have been stepping up. John Tavares, 6 points in the last 5 games. Nylander, 3 goals over the last 5. Riley, 4 assists over the last 5. Annie's +5 in the last 5. And don't forget, in the last 4 games, Tyler Bertuzzi, 2 goals, 2 assists. So Bert finding his stride, and I'll give credit. There's a lot of Leaf fans out there that said, Sammy, wait till the end of the season. Bertuzzi is a second half guy. He's going to dominate in the playoffs. He's going to be all that in a bag of chips. I did not believe. I was really disappointed in Bertuzzi. I'm eating my crow. He's played well over the last little stretch. Let's see if he can continue doing that here tonight. Is it about you hanging out in the locker room? Nothing weird at all, right? It's only weird when they make me push the bin to collect all the undergarments. Let's hope the scoreboard doesn't get messed up again. How funny was that last night? Oh my gosh. If you missed it, there was some glitch across the league. All the NHL, at least in Canada, all like TSN, NHL.com. Mind you, we checked ESPN as well. So in the States, a lot of the websites, the scoreboard was going nuts. It was going crazy. So we're like, did they call goals back? What's happening? It was crazy. But it all got sorted out in the end. And hey, we still didn't do what we needed to do. So let's do it tonight. Guy, what's going on? Victoria, welcome in. Here we go. Host the your 8-ball says, I'm joking if you think the Leafs will win. Leafs are going to play well. The second night of a back-to-back. They did not have a good showing last night. We know they're going to turn things around. We know they're going to be pushing hard. Joseph Wall getting that start tonight. He has a lot to prove. Sammy has been playing very well in net. So Waller kind of coming in here and want to show that he can hang with the big boys and try and steal that job back. So that is what I'm thinking about tonight. I'm thinking the Leafs are going to pull this one off. It's going to be a big, big banging game because the Caps are looking for points. The Caps are in the hunt. They're going to get this. They want to get in this. Dave, what's going on? Welcome in. The Washington Capitals are on the outside looking in barely. Detroit, with their win, hopped over the Caps. Caps are now outside of the playoffs. They're looking to get back in, and they can do that with a win tonight. And I'd have to double check the tiebreaker, Washington-Detroit, to see who has that. But Caps do have a couple of games in hand on Detroit. So they're looking to pick up every single point they can it is going to be a real push down the stretch for the Caps. All right, the anthems are going on, and then we'll switch it over and get things set to go. 2 games in hand on the Wings. Dave, do you happen to know the tiebreaker offhand? If Washington and Detroit equal in the same number of points, who has the tie break? But this is going to be a doozy. All right, the anthems are so great. Every time you see it in a different arena, it hits you differently. Thank goodness Sammy is not in net. The Great Wall. Yeah, listen, Sammy needs a break. Sammy needs a little bit of break. He's played the last stretch of games, and he hasn't been bad. Let's just make that clear. He hasn't been bad. He just hasn't had the defensive support. When we look at the team stats, Toronto on the power play, they've dropped down. They're now sitting 5th overall in the league. Caps are down at 20th. On the penalty kill, Toronto is 24th. Caps are 16th, so they have the advantage there. In the face-off circle, this is Toronto all day long. They're 2nd in the lead. Washington is 30th. Goals for, Leafs are 3rd. Caps are 29th. And in goals against, Leafs are 20th. Caps are 18th. So looking at the stats, Toronto has the advantage. Can they play that way? In the last 10, Toronto is 5-4-1. Washington 6-4-0. So they are really looking to take this one home. Caps suck on the draw. Yeah, they're struggling there. They're struggling for sure. And the question in the poll tonight, who's going to have the better game? Is it going to be Matthews? Is it going to be Ovechkin? If you haven't voted yet, give your vote in on the poll. B. Disney, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you. Cam, how's it going? Let's go Leafs, but go Ovechkin. Oh, you want Ovechkin to get it? Oh, I don't want Ovechkin to get it. I don't want Ovechkin to get it, but I have a feeling it's going to happen, so I best be coming on board. Let's get over to the other screen. Get things ready to roll here. As they're turning on the lights, they're getting things ready. It's Pride Night out in Washington. And there's Joseph Wall with a 9-7-1 record, a 2.89 goals against, a 9.11 save percentage. Joseph Wall ready to get things going. He's going to be up against Charlie Lindgren, who's 18-11-5, a 2.59 goals against, and a 9.15 save percentage. I want Ovi to get it, but then Matthews takes it from him. There you go. Matthews, that's it. I got some stats on that, by the way. If this is the 17th time that Matthews and Ovechkin have gone head-to-head, and since entering the league, Matthews leads. Well, you know what? I'll save that stat because we have a game to call. Here we go. Let's drop the puck. Let's get this one going.
Absolutely, and this is one of those
Matthews in to take the opening draw here. And Matthews going to win that. Leafs have first puck. Duke, what's going on? Welcome in.
This is always a tough start for the home team.
Oh, Carl, it's been a little while, Carl. It's been a little while.
Brought to you by Molson. Molson, everyone in, and that puck's in.
And that puck's in just like that. Toronto has scored. I didn't even see it. 16 seconds into this game, and it's AM34 who's going to score. What just happened? It dumped in the corner. Caps try to clear it out. They can't. It hits a leg. It fumbles down around behind the net. It comes right out in front. Domi to Matthews. Bada bing, bada boom. Wow. Matthews. That was insane.
Really nice pass by Domi. I don't even think Matthews went in right away. And as you said, the coach was mad last night with the goal 19 seconds.
That came out of the blue. Austin Matthews, how do you do?
To give the Leafs the 1-0 lead.
Interesting to have been on the line with Domi and Matthews since they did.
That's right, Matty took a page out of Philly's book.
Pre-game warm-up. Sheldon Keefe did like
so 1-0 Toronto, first shot, and it's a goal. Again, it was a broken play. Domi stole it from behind the net, put it out in front, and Matthews released it so fast. That was ridiculous.
Battles in the corner. Puck comes loose and kicked back to the line. line for Sandine. Over to Wilson, and here's Wilson, and that'll stick.
Oh, interesting. So they're going with this now. I see.
Tell me how it must feel for Joseph Woll here. He's been sitting and trying to get back his rhythm, and the only last 2 games that he played were one at home against, of course, the Boston Bruins, and then at the back end of a back-to-back in Boston. So his last 2 games were against top team, and here he gets another opportunity to settle.
That was Matthews' 56th goal. I'm just inputting it in the system here, and I see there's some website changes. So
right off the face-off, shot goes high. Ovechkin steers it down low, in front, Wool down, and a chance there. John Carlson, another whack at it, a backhand, and the Leafs will put up the fire as Nyes sends it down the ice. Caps come.
All right, that is going to be a whistle.
Well, the first chance was right off the draw.
Patrick, what's going on? Welcome in. Nick, welcome in. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks, everybody, for coming in. As you are coming in, do me a favor, smash that thumbs up button for us. Crazy Canuck in the house. Hot damn. Austin Matthews with the touch.
You got the touch!
That was just such an amazing play. Caps trying to get this one back.
Connor McMichael. And the Leafs will steer it ahead to
Here's
John
JT.
Tavares, and
Nyes going to play this in the corner, and it's
puck out of play.
going to go up and out.
It's been an active start here in Washington.
So things slowing down now.
The importance of what face-offs and assignments.
All right, do I tempt fate and try and adjust this on the fly?
Excellent job though, is when you lose the draw there,
of
you
course
stay
we
with
will.
Your center iceman, and he stayed with McMichael as they were trying to hit him back door. But Tavares had him tied up, not allowing him to get to the net.
So David Camp comes out, along with Connor Dewar and Noah Gregor. Ryan Reeves not in the lineup. Took a finger in the eye in that fight against Nick Delorier last night, so he will sit tonight. Here's Benoit, no TJ Brody, as Benoit stays in the lineup, but Connor Timmins checks in for the first time in quite a while. Puck along the boards, and Gregor on the forecheck. It'll be steered around to the near side. Timmins stepped up. Max Pacioretty can't clear it. Here's Dewar with the shot, and Lindgren holds on to that.
Well, you talk about another guy who's just trying to get his footing is Connor Timmins, coming off of mononucleosis, and he's had such a frustrating start to the year, an injury early on, and wasn't able to get into the lineup. Now he gets an opportunity with Brody with the healthy scratch, and you got to know, there's a whole lot of excitement there, but when you haven't played since January 24th, it takes a little bit to get yourself wrapped back up into it.
William Nylander digging in on this draw. Beck Mallenstein, the product of Delta BC, out there to take the face off, and here's Robertson shot off a stick and ramping out of play.
What do you think of the different look lines? You know, you've got, of course, the Yarncroke injury and Marner out, and you heard Sean talk about Sheldon Keefe's reaction last night. I didn't like anybody. Goaltender, defense, and forwards, and boy, he liked the starting lineup that he had with that Matthews line to get the first one. It'll be interesting how the other lines all come together.
Wait, Trash Guy, what's going on? Welcome everybody. Mark, hello there.
Sheldon Keefe could take advantage of this to
thank you for coming
in.
in.
See different combinations, a little bit of tinkering. You know, we get to see if Max Domi might be a fit with Austin Matthews, some other different combinations. And here's Nylander, who set a new career best last night with his 88 point. Holmberg trying to charge him. Robertson looks for the puck at the side of the net, but the Caps were able to clear off the stick of Mallenstein. And now Mallenstein nearly picked up a loose puck, but Timothy Liljegren was there to save it for Toronto. Edmondson, the former Capital, up ahead, and that glanced off the stick of Matthews, and play called.
Well, what a difference 24 hours can make is here's last night, and what you knew was a big game for the Philadelphia Flyers. Their captain, a healthy
All right, we're going to try something a little new here.
19 seconds in, and here's the response.
So let me know Let me know if this, no, it's over here, this ice with the player numbers, let me know if you like that. Is it too small, or is it okay? Let me know your thoughts having that second ice rink.
It's the 85th point of the year for Matthews, which matches his total for last season. Out comes Washington, John Carlson to the attack, but can't get past it.
Matthews going to flip to Bobby Mack. Bobby Mack coming down the left wing. Taking a look. He's going to shoot. Side of the net he hits.
Tried to throw it in front. Took a heavy hit. And back the other way comes Sandy.
Boy, did he ever. Tom Wilson there. You've got to remember when look up when number 43 is on
Jonesy,
the ice.
what's going on? Austin Matthews gets that goal in. Too small. All right, I'll have to see how we make it fit a little bigger.
195 hits on the season. 7 times over 200 hits in his rugged career. That'll be flipped in. There's Michael Scarbosa in the lineup, taking the spot to TJ Oshie. So from healthy scratch to the top line, but Michael couldn't get the shot away, and back come the Leafs as it's rolled in.
You want to see more of me?
Almost got a good bounce there to try and catch up to that one.
And no surprise there. You see the big hit by Wilson to try to get the team going, and then Ovechkin followed one up in the offensive zone too. You know that when he's into his game, it's his hitting that usually is one thing that spurs his offense too.
There's McCabe over the line. Nylander couldn't get it back to him, and Trevor Van Riemsdyk will take over. Good formula for beating the Capitals is to score first. Washington with 3 regulation losses all year when they have scored the icebreaker. Down that left flank goes Gregor. In after it is Kemp. They tie up along the inboard. Stewart trying to come up with the puck. Gregor with some good work as well against Van Riemsdyk. And the Leafs hound the puck. And finally, Sonny Milano able to play it out. That's Max Pacioretty on the ice for Washington. And it's been a tough year for him. Just 3 goals on the season. A collision there between Gregor and Milano, and they both went down. Here's Sonny Milano on the left side. Bumped again by Gregor. Dewar off the boards for Holmberg. Up at center.
There, how's that for now?
Chipped ahead, and after it goes Holmberg. Nice burst to the one hand. Backhand by Pontus Holmberg.
Sorry about the moving pieces.
Some nice work there. Nylander's shot is blocked after Robertson with the setup in the slot. And now Dylan Strome back the other way. The Mississauga product checked inside the line. Benoit around the boards. Trying to keep it alive is Sandin against
Mark,
Nylander.
gotcha.
Here's Timmins to the far side. Wilson
All right, we'll
had
work on
Robertson
this
lined up, but
off
Robertson
stream, but
turns
at least
away with the puck.
we got something going.
And it's Timmins red line it in.
Timmins going to dump this one in. Let's get back into this game here.
Malenstein sends it deep, and there's the former Leaf. Nicholas Aube-Kubel in the lineup. Alexei Protas, a scratch tonight because of an injury for Washington. Leafs bust out. McCabe tried to chip it deep, but Sandin will take over. Nick Dowd fired it across. And
Nick, I'd like to
side,
for sure.
Sending it in, a crash line for Washington. And Aube-Kubel up with it. He'll try to get it to Dowd, checked by Domi, who gave it back to the veteran Dowd, who swings it back
13 minutes
zone.
left to go here.
We've played 7 minutes.
Matthews is back with Domi and Holmberg tonight to start this
Up
game.
the physicality after the Leafs opening goal.
Here's
at the
Tavares.
16-second mark.
Tavares
That's the fastest
working
goal
through the
by
neutral zone. Gives it
Leafs
to
this
Liljegren.
season.
Leafs now turning around back up to JT.
Start a game in the
Willie
career
can't
of
control.
Austin Matthews.
Some errant passing going on.
By the way, first goal in 3 for Matthews, who has not gone 3 with
Send it
other
down the
goals
ice. That is an
late
issing
January.
call.
Now one of the additions on his line there is McMahon.
So one of the things I was starting to say when when Matthews decided to score, Austin Matthews leads the NHL in goals since entering the league in 16-17. Alex Ovechkin ranks 4th in that same span. Matthews has 354 goals in 547 games as he nears the end of his 8th season. It's Here's Washington with a shot. Ovechkin just misses. Wow, rips that one just wide. Ovechkin in that same span.
He didn't get the shot he wanted, but it almost worked for him as Wall was scrambling to get
Let's see, Ovechkin has 371 goals in 601 games played.
Here's Timmins.
So Matthews on a better kind of points per game, better point trajectory than Ovechkin if he can continue that one.
And now Timmins along the boards lost his stick. And here's Gregor with another big hit as he knocked down Pacioretty. It's a centering pass. Another stop by Wall. And
another great stop by Wall.
As the Capitals come close, but Joseph Wall off to a good start.
They're going to take a commercial break. By the way, if you're just coming in and joining us, welcome to the show. Yes, Nick, they announced Jose Barreros is going to be the starting pitcher. I believe that's what I heard. Barreros is going to start. Welcome in, everyone. My name is Sam. This is the Samwelb B12 Experience. Thank you for tuning in tonight for the Caps and the Leafs. The Leafs jumping out to a 1-0 lead. It's pretty awesome. But by the way, you're earning points. If you're in here chatting along with us, you are earning points, and you can redeem those points at any time to bring the graphics up on the screen. Roger, how's it going? So whether it's the Wall graphic, the Go Leafs Go graphic, we even have some Caps graphics that you can bring up to play along. It's better for showing who is not shooting from the correct spot. Nice. That's really funny. So there it is. We got some Caps graphics, some Leaf graphics, all for you to have fun with all stream long. Blue Kitten, how's it going? Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you continue to hit those like buttons, see them going up. So thank you so much for trying to get up to the 100 marker. And of course, if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe. We're 21 subscribers away from 11,400, which is unbelievable considering how quick things have been moving. I know it's an up and down game, but boy, oh boy, let's see. Can we get there tonight? 11,400. It's within our grasp. 21 subscribers away. Blackjack. Let's go. Keep 6. What's going on? Sam, there's no way to lose tonight. They're a much better team in every zone. Let's see, Bruce. Let's see. There's still a lot of game left. They got to play well a full 60 minutes. Tristan, let me scroll back. I don't think I did. Choose one for your team. Prime Rick Nash or Prime Datsuk? Oh, Datsuk hands down. Datsuk over Nash anytime. I personally am not a huge Nash fan. Unless we're talking Steve Nash, and that's a different sport. So you're winning the cup and staying there. Ovi will end his career just one goal. I'd be okay with that. Think Matthews will have 4 tonight. Let's see. Just missed yesterday's game. Yesterday's game, it's probably better that you missed it.
Team who has not seen the ice and has mentioned
it's okay if you missed yesterday's game. It's not worth it wasn't worth watching.
Look at the different line combinations.
There it is. Thank you for hitting that. Oh, and we just got a trade. Blue Jays trade Espinal to the Reds for McElvain. So big Blue Jays trade just coming in. Refs letting them play. Nice battling this. Daryl, what's going on? That's right. Matthews came down from the concessions, scored
Michael there, but just the
right at the beginning of this hockey game.
Look him in the chest and just play the body. Don't get searching for that puck.
16 seconds in.
About halfway through this first period, he gets his first shift, and he is with Matthews and Domi. Here's Strome in, and that
shot is going to go up and out of play.
Well, that is interesting, and we'll try
so
to
Matthews scoring that goal 16 seconds in marks the Leafs' fastest goal from the start of the game since February 15th of 2023. Nylander did it in 9 seconds in. Wow, Nylander scored 9 seconds in.
McCabe
But
played that
Matthews,
perfectly,
16 seconds in, is the fastest since then.
His skill with his stick.
Matthews also needs one more goal to establish a Leafs record for most multi-goal games in a single season. He would pass Rick Vaive, who had 15 in 83-84. Matthews going to win this draw.
Couldn't get out.
I think the team would have a good coffee
Playing it up the side to Domi. Domi kind of turned it over. McCabe was there to grab it.
So I don't know. Maybe he was a little late with the coffee.
Matthews in on the forecheck.
Out
Can't
there
strip it
now,
away.
Unable to reach that. Bertuzzi
Here comes Washington
with a goal
down the left
in game
side.
against Philadelphia.
Stopping inside, playing it around.
By Strome in behind the net. There's a pass and Strome heals that wide.
Strome just fanned on it. Quick shot deflected wide.
That's off the stick and retrieved by Max Domi. And center wanting a leaf change. Played it to the line, but unable to get it deep. But here come the Caps. Swung in by Malenstein. Simon Benoit looks up ice. Here's Benoit. Playing it around. Nick Robertson on the forecheck. Along with Holmberg, who nearly stole it, but now the Caps are away, and they're out through center. Over the line they come. On the backhand, swung wide by Dowd. Van Riemsdyk. Back to Dowd. In front, tipped, and Wall got a piece of that. Joseph Wall sharp in the early going. Dowd across, and that one off a stick in front of the net goes wide. Back up top again. Sent across. Van Riemsdyk into the slot. All day Kubel hit away.
Cujo, how's it going? Raymond, hello there.
And down from
Ryan,
distance.
what's
That doesn't
up?
get through. Way to hit his teammate Malenstein in front. And now Connor Timmins will lug it out for the Leafs. 8:38 to go in this opening period. An early goal at the 16-second mark by Austin Matthews. The only goal to report so far. Camp almost
Rasmus
had a steal.
Sandin almost gave it away there.
Now Milano to work. That pass broken
They
up
really
by
do,
Littleton.
don't they?
Morgan can't get by
They
his
really do.
teammate Sandin, and now dumps it in. Camp in pursuit of the puck as it's played around to Pacioretty. Edmondson there, and that will roll right through to Wall.
Can roll. Wall's going to hang on to that Turk Broda. There you go. Peter, what's going on?
So 8:01 remaining.
They're going to take a commercial break. A nice start here for the Leafs for a change. Now, by the way, if you're curious who is calling this game, the referees tonight are Dan O'Rourke and Brandon Schrader. The linesperson, Scott Cherry and Ryan Galloway. I actually don't mind Dan O'Rourke. I don't mind him. He's letting them play. They're getting set to go. All right, it was a short little break. Here we go. McMichael going to win that draw to Ovechkin with a blast, and that one gets blocked.
Win by Washington.
Dewar going to play it off the boards. Toronto bringing it out. Gregor was offside. They're going to tag up. Washington turning this one around.
Here's Nick Jensen swinging away. And
They've showed up, Krista. They look much better tonight than they did last night.
Leafs on it, and away goes Gregor.
Gregor coming in, eludes a hip check. Nice move. Nyes in front. Can't get him the puck.
Matthew Nyes up there as well.
Down in the corner. Here's Gregor. Still with it. Knives now coming in to support him. Helping him out. Gregor's going to peel off and go for a change. Nyes has Tavares behind the net. Can't get it to him. And it's the grade 8, Alex Ovechkin, picking it up. He's going to flip it over to Michael Serbosa. Shot comes in, gets knocked down. Here's Tavares. He's spinning around. Doesn't know where to go. Casey, how's it going?
On one shot out of 14
Taylor, what's up?
directed by Ovechkin
Whatever,
against
Taylor.
Wall in that game.
Good to see you too,
Also
Ryan.
season high for Ovechkin. Back in they
Coming in,
come.
cross ice pass.
Near
Caps with a
side.
blast. Morgan
Scott
Riley got a
tipped
stick on
wide
that,
of the
tipping that just wide.
Looking back to the
line.
point
Caps
again.
throwing this across
Into
again.
this near side corner and cycled through by Wilson. Leafs
Stolen
right
by
to
Tavares.
Slowly to center, and he'll drop
Gonna
it
flip
to
this
get a
in.
change.
JT and Willie there going off. Good question. I'll tell you at the
Wilson
next commercial
dropping
break.
it off. And now Carabari hands it off, and
Washington coming
here come
across,
the Caps
trying
as
to bring
they
it up.
slip down into the Leaf zone.
Richard, 401 is probably what you're thinking. Highway 401. I'm just taking a guess though. Domi sending it across. Here's Bertuzzi trying to hit Matthews in the slot. Couldn't do that.
Matthews now into the skeets of Bertuzzi.
Benoit pinching up. He's going to take a big bump. Nice job, Liljegren, to keep it in. Domi with it. Back to Lily. Lily taking a wrister. That one's going to sail wide. Matthews in the corner.
Matthews trying to come off the board.
Domi in there looking to help him as well, but it's Van Riemsdyk coming away with the puck. Giving it to Sandin. Sandin takes a whack. He's going to turn around back the other way.
Saw good chemistry there between Matthews and Domi.
There you go, Tristan. Tristan making the connection.
And Domi in a good support position to make a play with.
Here comes Milano.
Bruce, definitely. He is definitely a step slow.
There, and Jensen's got it. Off Holmberg to the line and out. And the Caps have to tag up.
Toronto setting it up. 5 minutes to go.
Red line it in for the veteran Edmondson. Jensen around. Caps unable to break out, and now they have it on the left side for Pacioretty. Round it comes, cooked into the line. Pacioretty pass. He was tied up in front of the net. Now swings it back. Carlson over. Milano looking for it. Capitals retrieve it once again.
Richard, that's funny.
Sent deep by Pacioretty. Calling for it. Carlson, that shot again hit a Capital in front off the leg of Pacioretty. And now played to the line, but still not out. It's down, back across, and 29 for the Leafs. Holmberg intercepts that pass.
Leafs going to go for a line change. They're going to peel it off. Welcome in, everyone, as you're coming in. Hit that thumbs up. 14 thumbs ups to go. 14 likes away from hitting 100. Jam play on. That one's going to get blocked. Sent to the side of the net. Leafs have it in the Washington zone.
Tied up again as he battles for the loose puck. Thrown out in front.
There are no holes in the wall. There you go, Mark. Timmins, nice play.
Deflecting wide of the net. Camp on it again. Took it away from McMichael. Back to Camp, side of the net. Taken out by
Great cycle here by the Leafs bottom line.
And it's Dewar with a shot wide. Fourth line for the Leafs doing some good work in the Capital zone.
Benoit with a howitzer.
Rebound to Timmins, who steps up. Here's Connor Timmins.
John, he did, yes.
Back to the line.
Matthews
Benoit.
got the goal.
He'll send it in behind the net. The Dewar is going to come up with a good extended shift in the offensive zone for the Camp line.
You know, you had the fourth line of the Caps that did the same thing against the Leafs, and that's a big shift there for the Leafs fourth line to turn it back into the offensive zone. Get you another.
All right,
shift.
Emotion, we'll
Quick
see you
shot
tomorrow.
for your head coach.
And under 3 minutes to go here in the first. The shot's 7-6.
It's going to be the late game tomorrow, by the way. That isn't enough of a hint for you.
Stand for Washington. We'll also see Carolina, Winnipeg, and what might be the most important of the bunch against Detroit to wrap up the homestand, because
Tavares with a nice takeaway there. Back over to Edmondson. He's going to flip this one up. Can't get it out to the line. Nylander, a nice little back check. Here's Tavares to Willie.
Here comes Nylander over the line.
Tavares gets it to the line. Pass across to McCabe. He takes a blast. And a nice stop. The defense are shooting. These are good things. Good playing involving all the members on the ice.
Last shift by David Camp.
So Joseph Wall holding them in 1-0 Toronto with 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. How many does that give Matthews now? 56. 56 for Matthews. He is on his way. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for hitting those likes. That puts us 10 likes away now. Hit those likes. And we are 18 subscribers away from 11.4. So if you haven't subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button. We'd love to hit that tonight. And we thank you so much for supporting us game in and game out. Adrian, how's it going? Welcome in. Twisted. It was AM 34. Feel like we need more shots on goal. Bruce, definitely. 7 shots through one period is not enough. Not enough. But But Toronto has been blocking a lot of shots, which is really good to see. The hitting has been pretty good as well, so I'm okay with what they're doing. Dallas still thinks Matthews is going to get 70. Dallas, he's really going to have to step it up. He's going to pretty much have to go a goal a game from here on in to hit that 70 marker. So that is going to be a tough tale for him to do, but we will see. It's Matthews. You never know. He could explode at any time. But boy, oh boy, they're certainly playing a much better game than they did last night. A much better. So that is good to see. Very good to see. Let's see. Traffic still. Oh yeah, traffic is terrible. Traffic is terrible. Do you think Keefe would rotate goaltenders during the first round? I don't think so, Keep Six. I think they'll go with a set goaltender. They'll make the decision on who's going to be number one, and they're going to play that goalie until he looks terrible. If let's just say, for argument's sake, they go with Samsonov, and after 2 games he's dreadful, they'll switch it up. All right, they're just coming back. Let's finish this first period.
19 consecutive 20-goal seasons for Matthews. Bertuzzi took a high stick, and that went undetected by both officials.
No, I listened to the official. He's saying it was a follow-through. That's at least the explanation that
Bruce, I
Bertuzzi's
would be
getting. He
shocked.
doesn't like it, but that's what the officials say.
Bertuzzi gets a high stick. He's not happy. They're saying follow through.
Download the betting app and find out why.
92
it's
goals?
never ordinary.
I mean, that's
at
a lot
Bet365.
of goals. I don't think we're ever going to see 92
Brandon
goals.
Schrader, Dan
I'll be
O'Rourke
honest.
are
I don't
the
think we're ever going to
referees.
see
Dan
80
O'Rourke
goals.
said,
It's
follow
just a
through.
different game.
think
It's
Tyler
just
disagrees.
a different game.
Well,
I mean,
the
those
puck
were
was going pretty
those
fast,
were
and
insane.
It was a backhand, but at least he got an explanation. The fact that he didn't like it.
He went off. McMahon comes on. And there's Wool dishing it off. Matthews across. Under 2 minutes to go in this.
Thomas, how's it
period.
going? All the
No
haters
icing
on
as
Samsonov.
McMahon was knocked away from the puck, and he'll get right back on it. Here's McMahon taken out by Ferrari, and the Caps will counter. Tipped it by Omen.
Oh, what a hit.
Huge hit there.
Benoit throwing it.
Big hit on the forecheck once again by Mallenstein. Mallenstein, one of the leaders.
There we go. Now we're up.
Hits
So
and blocked
these shots, oh, they just adjusted it. So the
player
TV scoreboard
in a
was
support
having some
goal
issues.
for
I was about to
Washington.
say
Kicked
there's a
away
lot more
by
goals on the board,
out of
but they
play.
just changed it back. South Michigan, what's going on? Welcome in.
There's a look at Benoit.
A beauty
Dishing out
hit
another
by Benoit. South Michigan, I don't want to assume you're a Red Wings fan, but are you a Red Wings fan? You guys in the hunt? Vaughn, how's it going? Welcome in. Samsonov is the worst. Oh, I don't know. Let's not get crazy. I disagree. I don't think he's the worst goalie in the NHL. I think he's better than Peter Mrazek. He's better than a lot of goalies. I don't think he's the worst, but I don't think he's a Stanley Cup champion goaltender. I don't think he's the worst. That was really funny. That's okay. Hey, Leaf haters are allowed. Leaf haters are allowed. That's the fun of it. Poor Jack Campbell. Just see what happened to him the other day. He made that save. He made a save, and it kind of just trickled over his shoulder and down his back. Jack Campbell just cannot buy a break. Feel bad for the guy. Cherry, how's it going? There's Casey's pumped for the Red Wings. Going under 10 the tower. Remember going up, looking outside the tower. Oh yeah, the CN Tower is great. CN Tower is actually undergoing a major renovation. If you haven't been there in a while, it's going to be time to go. They're doing some cool things. They're making it a little bit more modern. So I've seen a few shots from inside now. They're putting big floor-to-wall new seamless panes of glass.
Yeah,
Looks
you
awesome.
look at the
Until you've been between the pipes, girls, it's not easy in the NHL.
Not going to be an easy
The
path,
Leafs
but you
really
gotta
need
admire the work
defense.
that Spencer
Yeah, Thomas,
Carberry has done.
big time
You know,
defense.
you look at the Baxter
There it is. Let's go
situation,
Red
he's
Wings.
gone. Now
All
you've
right, I
lost
didn't
a
want to assume,
veteran
so
guy in
I didn't
Kuznetsov
want to
as
assume.
well. Took a while to get
But
this
boy, oh
team
boy,
to figure
right
out the
now,
way that they're
South
gonna
Michigan,
have
you
to
want
play
Toronto to
win
win this
games
game,
in
because
the way
if
that their lineup
Washington
looks.
wins, they're
It's
going to
not the
leapfrog those
high-scoring
Red
team
Wings
that could score
and
their
bump
way
them
out
out
of
of the
troubles.
playoff
It
picture.
took a little while to get the consistency, but as you mentioned,
So we got
over the last
1:16 to
especially,
go here in the
they've been
first
dynamite.
period.
They've been better defensively.
Back to Ovechkin. The first shot was blocked. He's going to send it back to the line. Wings trying to play this one in. The Wings. See the Caps.
Reversing his direction.
Back to the line.
For Ovechkin, and then
Another shot. And
deflects.
that one's going to go out of play. They got to get going. They got to pick it up. Toronto has had a good first period, but they're kind of slowing down a little bit here. Prep, what's going on? Welcome, Ian. Hope you're doing well.
Just trying to talk to Milano and say exactly what he wants. Need a little bit of a box out without taking a penalty there. And here's another.
So here we go. Let's finish this one off.
Ovechkin at the top of the key there, ready to fire off his face-off. He's not winning it back by Cam.
Ovechkin with 19 consecutive 20-goal seasons. Only Gordie Howe and Ron Francis with more. And Brendan Shanahan also had 19 straight 20-goal seasons. Out comes McMichael, one of the youngsters that's really ramped up his game this year. A pass across. A number of these Capital youngsters were part of the Hershey Bears Calder Cup winning team last year. 1 in 7 against Coachella Valley. In overtime, game 7, they didn't score a goal in the first.
Caps, great save, Wall.
Another tough stop off Wilson. Didn't score a goal in the first 2 games of that series, but they ended up champs. Here's Willigren. That shot felling Van Riemsdyk at the horn, but
what an
that's
unbelievable save
period.
there as the Caps were coming in. Holy moly, Joseph Wall. He plays this around. Edmonton couldn't contain it. The Caps steal and coming just from the hash marks. A very quick release shot, and Wall kicking out the right leg with a stupendous save. That was outstanding. Mr. Buck, what's going on? Welcome to the show. Welcome in one and all. And there it is, 100 likes. Thank you all so much. Let's go to the intermission and talk some puck. All right, we're going to turn this one down. If you look at the stat line, not too shabby. 10 shots for Washington, 8 for Toronto. That is low. We'd like to see that brought up a bit, but the hitting is pretty equal. Look, you know, I have to go into elder statesman mode when I need the goggles to read the stats. 14 hits for Toronto, 15 for the Capitals, 8 face-offs. So Caps end up coming back, evening it out 50-50 in the face-off circle. No penalties, even though there could have been some on both teams. The refs letting them play. That's what I like. Only 1 giveaway for Toronto. That's a great number compared to the last couple games. 3 for the Caps. And look at that. I mentioned it earlier. 9 block shots for Toronto. 9. That is a good number in the first period. 6 for the Capitals. So good stats line. Of course, the only goal of today's game coming from Austin Matthews, getting his 56th of the year from his new playmaking specialist, Max Domi. Arnold, how's it going? Welcome in. Good to see you. The Oilers. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness gracious. Good next game is Oilers. Let's go. Connor McDavid. Oilers are better team. Thank you, Sam. Love the name, Sam. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. Welcome in. Carol, how's it going? Way to go, boys. Keep it up. That they will. Capitals are slow, but they're getting through the neutral zone pretty quick. They are, Bruce. So Toronto's got to stay on it defensively. They got to keep playing the way they have this period. Play a complete 60 minutes. They'll be able to take this one home. All right. We had the poll up. Is that Zambonis? You're kidding me. You are kidding me. Really? Oh, man. This is the greatest thing ever. And I have no room to put this on the board. Oh, I love this. I love this. Okay, hang on. I gotta see if I can do this. Preview mode. Please work. Please work. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. That's okay. I can fix it. It can be fixed. Why did it do that? Probably because I switched screens. You guys have no idea what I'm talking about. That's perfectly a-okay. I'm playing with something here because this is so cool. Is it not going to let me do it? But why? Oh, that's what it did. Darn it. See, this is what happens when you play with things live during a broadcast. All I wanted to do was bring in something fun, but we can still do it. That's okay. Gotta go here, here. Now go back here. I'm determined. There we go. There we go. Let's do this. There we go. Like this. This is awesome. I know this is going to take up most of the screen, but it's cool. So bear with me. Let's put it up here. There we go. Oh, love it. You guys are like, Sam, I don't know what you're doing. You're losing your mind. There we go. This is the greatest thing ever. I'm such a child, but that's okay. Wings and Leafs will be playing golf by May. Maybe they'll be playing with each other. I mean, who knows? Who knows? All right, there it is. It's up there. How cool is that? Come on. I mean, I can't be the only one giggling here of the Zambonis driving around the ice. I mean, that is outstanding. I love it. I'm such a child. Hey, I'm Peter Pan. Everybody calls me Peter Pan because I refuse to grow up. So no Peter Pan insults. He's my boy. Rebecca, what's going on? Based on a bit of back for one, I have a big feeling we're working no matter what. It's cool. All right, welcome in, Rebecca. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Right, how cool is that? Dan, what's going on? I'm a stranger here. What's up? Is that the goalies changing ends? No, it's the Zambonis going around the ice. It's so awesome. Jonathan, you thought it was bugs crawling on your screen. Oh gosh, I'm such a child. But that's why we like to have fun. All right, so I can't. Am I the only one? I can't stop laughing at this. I cannot stop giggling at these bloody Zambonis. Oh, I should just put on some music. Let's put on some. Do I have some Zamboni music? I don't know if I have any good Zamboni music. All right. Anyways, enough of that. Lee, what's going on? Nathan, how's it going? Oh my goodness. Biggest child of them all. I wish if, oh my goodness, if you could control the Zambonis, oh, that would be, make it a little mini game. Oh my goodness. I would be honored if you would buy a YouTube channel. I would be like a kid if you did that for me. Oh, you can't buy a YouTube channel. You gotta make it. You gotta work at it. You gotta press. It's hard. And you know what? I wasn't gonna make this announcement. But you know what? Why not? I'm already giggling. Why not call it? Ian, what's going on? Welcome in. Ladies and gentlemen, I've had a lot of people reaching out to me offline, kind of saying, hey, Sam, we'd love to kind of pitch in. We'd love to donate to the channel. We'd love to do more, but we know YouTube takes a percentage and we want you to get what we're giving. And I appreciate that so much. And first of all, I want to say, just by hanging out with us and just watching along, I mean, that support is amazing. But I've been trying to see what we can do, how we can help those who want to do more, but didn't want to necessarily do it through YouTube, whether because of YouTube's cut, or they wanted to remain anonymous. Anyways, there's 2 new ways that you can help support us here at the channel. First is through our website. If you go to the samwelb12experience.com, you can send a PayPal directly through there. It won't, I don't believe it's anonymous to me. I don't think you can send a total anonymous one, but that way you can send it to me. It goes directly through PayPal. It does not go through YouTube, so it will be anonymous to YouTube. And if you don't want me to shout you out or say anything in the message, just put, please keep it anonymous. The other thing, which I just kind of built today, and I'm still learning the ins and outs, but we're opening our very own Patreon. So we have a Patreon set up. You'll see the link in the chat. I'm just going through and setting it up. So we have 3 tiers on Patreon, exactly the same as what we have for the 3 higher tiers here on YouTube. But if you wanted to become a channel member but didn't want to do it through YouTube, you can now do it through our Patreon. I'll be 100% honest. I'm still learning Patreon, so I'm going to start posting. Patreon is going to be more behind the scenes, right? Behind the scenes, more adventures, things we don't do kind of here on YouTube. So just wanted to shout that out. So if you see the Patreon link in the chat, you'll know it is from me. It is legit. It's something brand new, and I haven't even told our mods about it yet. So our mods don't even have the link. You'll just see it coming through. So if you were one of those people that had reached out to me looking for something to do, again, you can go to our Patreon, or you can go to our website. So thank you again so much for those that were asking to look to do something offline. Yeah, sorry, Dallas. And I really appreciate it. And to those who do support through YouTube as well, again, thank you so very much. It's strange for me to be having this conversation, but I'm glad we could share it out. Ducky, what's going on? Welcome in. Beverly, coming in from Panama. Bum, bum. Beverly, what's going on? Austin Matthews scored, Beverly. He knew you'd be coming in. Charlie, what's up? Welcome in. Oh, and Beverly, I hope your trip is going amazing. I hope it's everything you expected it to be and more. Gordon, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Knock me down and call me Susan. Oh, that's so funny, Axeman. Oh, my goodness. All right, I did have some other things I wanted to talk about, but I've spent too much time giggling over these Zambonis because, well, they make me laugh. We talked yesterday about some proposed rule changes for the NHL coming out of the general managers meetings, and there's a couple additional ones that have come up that I wanted to mention. So we talked about hanging the skate over the board. You know what? I'm just going to go through all of these in case you missed them yesterday. So the list of proposed changes include immediate change is when a player is waiting for a line change, hanging the skate or leg over the boards is no longer permitted. An official was actually recently cut. I was wondering where this came from. There was an official who got injured by a skate of a player hanging the leg over the bench. So the player would receive a warning saying, hey, get your foot over, get your leg over for the first infraction. The second time would be a 2-minute bench minor. So this is as you're waiting for the player to come off the ice, everyone sits with their legs kind of dangled over the boards, and you can't do that. Keep Six coming in with the $2 super chat for a Matthews second goal incoming. Thank you, Keep Six. Much appreciated. Oh, I'm sorry. I covered up the Stanley Cup for you there for the Zambonis. But, all right. See you later. Thank you so much, Keep Six. Let's get those stick taps. Stick taps for Keep Six. Oh, and it's going to be covered up. I'll do another stick tap for you when we get rid of the Zambonis. Here, there we go. Let's just hide them. Stick taps for Keep Six. Tomcat, what's going on? Welcome in. All right, let's bring that back up. I need my Zambonis. So that is the first one. Second one, new face-off rules. Locations for players refusing to play the puck off a high stick or hand pass to kill time. This will now result in a face-off. So, didn't it always? Well, I guess they waited. So what happens? We've seen this. It's a high stick or they hand pass it, and everyone stands around waiting for it to touch, waiting for it to touch. So it's now going to be blown down right away, and there's going to be a face-off as a result. There's a new proposal for if a starting goalie gets injured and needs to be replaced mid-game. This one I actually really like. If a backup goalie has to come in, the backup goalie is going to get warm-up time instead of just being thrown into the game. Now, note this will not apply to a goalie being pulled for a poor game. So it's only if a goaltender gets injured. And I like this. We see if a player in baseball, a new pitcher comes in, the pitcher gets a chance to warm up. So if a goaltender gets injured, the backup goaltender will now get a chance to do a proper warm-up. I like this rule a lot. Florida Park Explorers, what's going on? Bear Shark, hope you're doing all right. Hope you're feeling better. Hope the lot of you are feeling better. Ladies and gentlemen, our partner channel, the Florida Park Explorers. If you're not already exploring along with them, make sure you check them out. Bringing you the theme park magic, concierge merch pickup service, and my personal favorite, theme park treats on demand. Gotta love it. Check him out. Florida Park Explorers. All right, another one. Goalies will now receive penalties for kicking the net from its moorings during pressure situations. We see this a lot. One team putting on a ton of pressure. Somebody's, they can't clear the puck. The team can't clear it. So the goalie comes across and gives the post a little nudge and it comes off. The goalies will now get a penalty for doing this. I love it. Prep coming in with the $5 super. Can we call the no legs over the boards the Humpty Dumpty? Prep, that's outstanding. The Humpty Dumpty rule. Prep, I was going to go with the Mr. Potato Head rule, but Humpty Dumpty is so much better. Oh my goodness gracious. Prep, thank you so much. That is absolutely outstanding. Well, let's take a vote. Should we take a quick vote? Legs over the boards. Since we're not allowed to put legs over the boards anymore, the no legs rule. Should it be called the Humpty Dumpty rule or the Mr. Potato Head rule? Put your vote in. Potato Head or Humpty Dumpty? Where are you? I wish I had graphics for these. Prep, we got to coordinate. Spencer, what's going on? The Florida Panthers. Oh my goodness gracious. Hard to be better than the absolute best, but let's see. Humpty Dumpty, we got Humpty Dumpty. Oh, everybody's siding with Prep. No potato heads. Elf on a Shelf. Keep 6. Only in the month of December. It gets renamed to Elf on a Shelf. Oh my God. Humpty Dumpty. Cats, what's going on? Nature's Little Encounters, what's up? Remember when Hasek pushed the net off? Oh yeah, certainly did. Oh my God. All right, Prep, you win. Nobody likes Mr. Potato Head. Humpty Dumpty takes it. I'll have to find an emoji, a graphic for that. Shop Girl, what's up? What if a player throws the opposing player into the bench? That is still allowed. But the question is the opposing player still allowed to dangle his feet over the boards when he gets thrown in? Oh my goodness. Humpty Dumpty is the winner. Prep takes it home. Oh, that's too funny. How about we change your name to Samwelb to Mr. Potato Head? No, I'm good. I'm good, Onyx. Last I checked, everything's still attached. Oh my goodness. All right, where were we? Oh yeah, changes to the coach's challenge. So this is what we talked about yesterday. Changes to the coach's challenge. High sticking penalties can be reversed if they are double, minor, or major penalties. Delay of game for puck over the glass can now be challenged to make sure it doesn't deflect off anything at all. If coaches are wrong, however, they'll be given the original penalty as well as one for the failed challenge, resulting in a 5-on-3 for the opponent. So those aren't official yet. They do need approval from the board before they come into play, but those are the proposed rule changes. Oh my goodness gracious, that was hysterical. Let's get back over to the game screen and get ready for period number 2. I'm crying inside. All right, we're set to go here. We got everything set. If you're just coming in, welcome. Thanks for being here. Of course, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. 17 subscribers away from 11.4. Let's make that happen. Share out the stream. Let's have some fun and get things ready to go. Time to play some hockey.
1.14. And here tonight again, he's been the only guy to put the puck in the back of the net in this one.
JDA, what's going on? Welcome in.
3 points of Mitch Marner on the all-time lead point list. You see Tyler Bertuzzi starting the second period.
That's right, John. No Brody today. Brody's a healthy scratch-ola.
There's been an indication that he just isn't feeling right at the moment. He rolled that through, and Lindgren will cover up. And I know Jason Murdoch, our statistician, was keeping a close eye on him, and apparently a lot of stretching at the bench after each shift. And wonder how uncomfortable he really is.
And that was the shock to see McCann
Dallas
out
again.
There, what, 16 seconds into the game when it went in, and you're right. We'll hopefully get an explanation at the end, but it's been a good little stretch for Bertuzzi, and you know the way he has to play, and that's get to those tough areas, absorb some punishment, and get to the front of the net.
Okay. Let's pull it. Let's reel it in a little bit here. Fellas, reel it in just a little bit.
It'll be Nylander to do the honors. Nice, sweeps it around to the right point for Edmondson, looking for his first lead point. And there's Tavares, who hit 50 points last night on the season, and that's the 14th time in his career he has hit the 50-point plateau. Look out, it's a 2-on-1 the other way. Miroshnichenko.
Oh, Rick, that's awesome. Very cool. How did it go?
Rookie went to the net.
I hope that went well.
Sending away Nylander in. Scores. What a shot.
Willie Nylander scores. Willie Nylander putting it in. All right. You know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking to. You reel it back a little bit, please. Family friendly here.
Goaltender that catches with his right hand. You have to be conscious of that in the room.
William Nylander gets it going.
That's a spot that Nylander has scored so often from this year.
Axeman, reel it back.
Over the glove. That time it's up and over the shoulder. I think he totally surprised Lindgren on that one, thinking he was going.
We're all here to have fun and cheer on William Nylander.
Matthews steals it. He had a chance, and Lindgren turns him aside, almost back to back. He scored 8 seconds apart last week in a game, and almost did likewise, and they flipped the script on last night when Philadelphia scored early in both the first and the second period against Toronto.
And how about Nylander now just 2 goals away from tying his career high of 40.
Matthews back in, hands it off. Timmins a shot, and that'll be gloved by Lindgren.
So last night, you're right, it was 19 seconds.
Don't make me put you in a timeout. You know who I'm talking to.
There's a quick little lifter there by Matthews. Does a nice job of just keeping shuttle his feet to get a little bit more speed to gain the zone and get around the corner, but didn't get it quite high enough there as he talks to Max Domi. As Lindgren able to get the blocker on that one short side.
38th of the year for Nylander. Tavares and Nyes, the assist, and that goal was at the 56th.
No, it does not.
They're really similar, right?
And Nylander now with goals, not only in 4 straight, but 4 consecutive road games. Here's Robertson from an angle. Rebound put back and kicked away by Lindgren as the Leafs continue to get chances here, and an icing call against the Caps.
What a great blast by Willie. That was a huge goal.
Just getting it to the net with the traffic.
Again, another quick goal. A couple minutes in here for Toronto. That's right, Peter.
You can see the foot of Van
Will
Riemsdyk
Tavares
gets in
force
the way
OT? There you
on
go.
that rebound.
Thank you, my friends. Thank you, my
unable to get
friends.
all of that one. He had to shoot that puck on the rebound through the skate of Trevor Van Riemsdyk.
Tough night for Robertson last night, looking for a bounce back here. Holmberg pulled the draw back, but Milano skates onto that. Whip to the near side. Up for McMahon. Robertson.
Let's get a McMahon goal. I want to see McMahon put one in.
50 points last night as well. McMahon, big pass, and it was behind Robertson, and it puts the play offside.
You see this line here, and you mentioned off the top Domi getting onto the wing with Matthews, and see how that goes. Well, all of a sudden Holmberg becomes a really important part.
So Nyes and Tavares picking up the assists there.
Fourth center role and have the confidence of his coach. As
Jones is getting the goalie's go going.
On the wing with Matthews. It makes a whole
Edmondson,
lot more
Rick,
sense to
that's
see a
going
player
off the
like Domi
book
who
by a
can
mile.
trade the puck with him there, but you got to have confidence.
Let's go,
if you
Leafs.
shove
Flyers
the
fan here need the
Holmberg to play a
Caps out.
significant role.
Hey, we'll take Leaf fans however we can get them. Welcome to the show, MX. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button.
By the way, Ovechkin had 4 hits in the opening period. He had 6
Puts
shot
us
attempts,
16 subscribers away.
did not register officially a shot on
If you
goal.
haven't hit that
Here's
button,
Camp
hit
over
that
the
button.
line. And Edmondson back to Gregor, looked across and just missed Dewar with that pass. Van Riemsdyk the other way. Over the line is Wilson. Puts on the brakes. Able to get that to Carlson.
Coming in, Carlson shoots.
Stopped by Wall.
How did that stay out? Wall was awesome.
Down by Wilson. Unable to connect there was Strome. Here's Strome from the
Oh,
corner.
Spencer, I'll have to go and take a look.
Up. John Carlson swept it across. And
Wall is there again.
on a loose puck.
Wall with the
Carlson
huge
active there, as
stops.
he so often is from the blue line, just gets around the stick of Camp, gets the shot through right off the
Now
shoulder with all the battle
we
going
got
on
so
in
carried
front,
away
and
with the
then this little
Zambonis. Thank you
backhander
for
trying to go
subscribe.
backdoor.
We got so carried away with the Zambonis at
Dylan
intermission.
Strome can get the
I
tap
didn't
in.
announce
Strome
tomorrow's
is tied
stream.
up.
Tomorrow, the votes were in. The decision is made. We are doing the Edmonton Oilers and those Buffalo Sabres. So it's going to be a 9 o'clock start tomorrow. The Edmonton Oilers and the Buffalo Sabres. Should be a shooting range for McDavid as he takes on Paige Thompson and crew.
Bounced in the neighborhood of Ovechkin. Scarbosa on it. He's
Flyers are still in, Ryan. Flyers are still in. The Caps would have a ways to go to
Matthew Nyes
knock
over the
them
line.
out.
His shot off Carlson and out.
Well, 3 points. They got to leap Detroit first, and then they can get in there. So it's going to be interesting down this stretch.
Let's
Caps
go.
trying to get in. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. 14 away now.
Will be number 90 on the year for the Red Hot William Nylander. Now points in 53 games.
Mark, the mods will handle it.
Exceptional season. Tavares kicks it back to the line. Then
Everybody's going to reel it back in.
Got there, the rebound.
Quick shot. That was close.
Nyes on the doorstep.
Tavares playing this one around.
Stopped by Lindgren. Timmins moves up. Nyes back to Nylander off his skate, and here come the Caps as it's rolled deep. And
You know, and
goes after.
Richard, it's so funny because that's exactly what Florida did to us yesterday. Not Florida, sorry, Philadelphia did to us yesterday.
Ave Kubel in support, but Timmins able to come up with it to clear the zone. Now Timmins steps up again, gets it to Nyes, bumps it to Nylander, and he's in deep. 4 minutes into the second period. Matthews in the first.
And that's going to go up and out of place. We're going to get a stoppage here.
You know,
Wall is looking real good early on here. I mean, if he can get himself going, boy, oh boy, it would be good.
Tavares was in a position as he curled back. Tavares was ready to.
I mean, I love the fact we're seeing some good saves by Wall. His legs are looking good. He's pushing well off his ankles. That was my biggest concern, right? That was my biggest concern. How is Wall's ankles gonna hold up? But boy, oh boy, he's looking good. Oh, Jonathan, you're gonna go see Ghostbusters. I cannot wait to see it.
With Doug Gilmore and Peter Stastny at 450, which is pretty good company.
It is, isn't it?
Long pass, gonna miss everybody. Bertuzzi, he's going in there first. Can't come up with it as Sandin peels away.
Up ahead, and Tom Wilson.
Caps coming up the middle. McCabe going in the corner here, trying to steal this puck away. Yeah, new one, Daryl. It looks so good. Comes out to Domi. Max trying to turn the corner around Van Riemsdyk. Can't do it. Peels away. Flips it over to Riley. Riley just fires this one inside of the net. Picked up by Washington.
Here's Sandin who feeds it ahead.
I don't blame you, Jonathan.
And it's swung back deep into the Capital zone.
Marner's got the leg up with the popcorn. 8 shots for Toronto this period, only 1 for Washington. Caps trying to get things back going.
So far, Liljegren, Robertson, flip from his own side of center, that's wide, and that's icing against Toronto.
You mentioned the shots on goal. The last game that
Harold, what's going on? Welcome in. Yeah, we're winding it all back. We're gonna end that little scuffle. Don't make me have to put you in different corners of the room. Elvino, what's going on? Much better much better game. Just much better overall by these two teams.
Hard to believe, isn't it? The lone goal scorer for the Caps was number 8.
Again, that was his first of the year. And boy,
hey, Lewis, welcome in. Krusty, what's going on?
2024, and all of a sudden, it's the old Alexander Ovechkin.
Carlson playing this one around. You can see Marner shouting at the TV. Here they come. Caps in front. Oh, almost a chance. Tried to kick it in with a kicking motion. Didn't connect. Come right back. They shoot it wide. That would be a great camera to have. They should have a camera at Marner's house and play some moments of him watching these games.
By Robertson, unable to get control.
Make him have stand for a day. That's funny, Tristan.
There's a heavy hit by Pacioretty on Camp, who takes a number.
Bring it back around. Caps back to the line. Look out, nice little move, broken up there. Great play, great defensive play there. It's a partial break. Toronto coming in. Shot with Dewar, and he can't put it in. This fourth line has really been buzzing here. Big hit at the Capitals bench.
Boy, they're letting them play too, aren't they? There's been some big hits.
This fourth line for Toronto is really clicking with Gregor, Dewar, and Kemp. Like this combination.
The story last night was blocked shots. Philadelphia was 35. Leafs just couldn't get it through to the net.
Dewar took a detour. That's funny.
They did. They hit the goalpost.
Yeah. Across. As McCabe tries to spin it.
Coming around behind the net. Tavares trying to put it in front. Here's Nylander. It was sitting right there. It was on the goal line. They couldn't tap it in. The refs waved it off. Holy moly, that was close.
Just sat there in the blue paint. Here comes Nylander back in.
Here comes Willie. Willie walking in. So close. It was sitting right there. Nyes picking it up in the corner. He's going to put this one out front. Matthews, he can't get a quality shot. Benoit going to pick this one up, hoping for Reeves and Tom Wilson. Yeah, Reeves is still... it's not his finger, it's his eye. When he left the game yesterday, his eye was like swollen shut after that little fight with Delorier. Which, by the way, if you didn't see the fight yesterday, you can check it out. We have it posted as a short on the channel. Just coming in the slot with a shot. Wall got a piece of it and it's deflected up and out of play. He took the Ric Flair thumb to the eye, and he went down. All right, they're going to take a commercial break. Leafs are playing well enough to hang on here, but they got to keep the pressure. That's right. Reeves took the little old click. Woo! Got the Ric Flair, dirtiest player in the game, little poke to the eye. If you're just coming in, thanks for joining us. Thanks for continuing to hit those thumbs up. We're on our way to 150 on the like meter, so if you haven't hit it yet, go ahead and give it a click. Of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, we're 14 subscribers away from 11,400. So do us a favor, hit that subscribe. We're going to be back tomorrow with the Maple Leafs, not the Maple Leafs, with the Edmonton Oilers and the Buffalo Sabres. So that is going to be a fun game. Both fast skating teams. We know what the Oilers can do, but the Sabres are a fast team and they can shoot the puck. So even though they're not really in the playoff picture, they're going to be a doozy. Yeah, I got to find, you know what? I was trying to find a good one, Daryl, but there wasn't one that I really liked. Want to tune in for the Oilers game versus Buffalo Sabres because it's going to be a great one. Karma game, going to score. Yeah, it's going to be a fun game. That'll be tomorrow, 9 o'clock. It's already scheduled on the channel, so you can flip over and you know what I'll do you one better. Let me grab you the link. So all you have to do, you can click to it right now, hit the like button and set the reminder so you're good to go for tomorrow. Why don't I see it? There it is. There it is. Is it public? It is public. So here is the link if you want to click on it. That's for tomorrow's game, the Sabres and the Oilers. Gonna be a doozy. I'm excited. I mean, we know what these guys can do. The last Oiler game when we did the Oilers and the Avs, that was one of the best games of hockey I've seen in a long time. The joys of being a Leaf fan, performance like last night by a performance like this. Richard, absolutely. Two different ends of the spectrums. You never know which team is going to show up. Morgan, hello there. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Good to see you. Thank you, Victoria. Getting in, setting your reminder, clicking those likes, getting set for tomorrow. Here's Ovechkin's shot's going to sail wide. One thing I've noticed with Ovechkin's shot, it's not nearly as strong as it used to be. Toronto going to flip this one out. Well, it would help if I turn this up. I was listening to the game. I didn't turn it up for you.
He's starting to become
yeah, Mark, that was such an amazing game. Such an amazing game.
Positioning in front, Liljegren's just trying to box him out,
the pace of play was incredible, the back and forth.
Michael gets the shot, but look at Wall. There's just nothing
Edmonton
there.
Oilers
The pads
disguised
are
as
tight
the Toronto
together,
Maple Leafs.
so it's hard to get the puck up quick enough.
Thank you, Dallas. 1-0 Boston over Toronto in the PWHL.
Covering the bottom of the net as well.
No, he did. Ovechkin is far from his prime.
Western swing.
Here's a blast, tip right on. Nice stop there by the Waller. Kevin, what's going on? Welcome in. BCHL as well. Welcome to the show.
To bring a 3-game win streak back home. Tavares knocked down behind the Leaf net. Nice with the puck.
Thank you for hitting those the like on the game for tomorrow night. First penalty is coming up. This is going to be my boy, Matthew Nyes.
Yeah, this line's been really effective and physical. And again, it's
Matthew Nyes going to the box.
He and Milano have done a pretty good job of
I mean, they were battling back and forth. Wilson kind of took down, kind of tripped up Knives a little bit, got away with it. Knives, though, on the reverse, got it. Prep coming in with some gifted memberships. Prep, thank you kindly so much. Stick taps for Prep. BCHL, Hockey from Home, Lucas, John, God is gracious. Pick up those channel memberships. Again, stick taps for Prep. There's some Stanley Cups being raised for Prep.
the Leafs penalty kill put to the test here.
And congratulations.
Protecting the 2-goal lead. And
those getting channel memberships.
Drop it down into the Washington zone. This power play.
Let's see what the Leafs can do on the power play here. Or sorry, on the penalty kill. They've struggled on the penalty kill at times. Caps coming in, setting things up. A shot down low, tipped just wide, side of the net. Benoit coming in there, knocking it around. Caps sending it around to the line. Remember the big game, Ovi versus Cujo? I don't, Dallas.
Knocked away by McCabe. Room around for the youngster Lapierre. And Carlson. Back to Lapierre, tied up by Kemp. They continue to battle. Benoit unable to clear. Carlson walking in.
Here's Ovechkin with a blast, and he scores! Alexander Ovechkin. Alexander Ovechkin.
You know the shot's coming. You know exactly.
Oh, one more closer. The Great Eight ripping it. That was an absolute monster. Ovechkin from the face-off dot. You know he's there. You know he's waiting for it. And that one he got all of and just absolutely buried it. Over the shoulder. Joseph Wall can't get across in time. Can't get the shoulder up in time. Boom, shakalaka. Teresa, what's going on? Sorry, you got to stay out of that box. Ovechkin, 22nd of the season, only his 22nd.
43rd career goal against Toronto. And Ovechkin now 51 away from number 99.
Chris, you saw where he was. I mean, that's not a great angle there.
From
either.
Carlson.
Farther in the corner than I think he would have liked to be, and still able to put
and
that
Tom Wilson.
So Matthews has scored. Ovechkin has scored. Just as the script read. And here's Matthews trying to get that out to center, looking for Nylander. Bounce back in as that was off the glove of Wall.
Yeah, Bruce, it's always tough, right? Because they gotta cover across their zones, and that was one where, you know, they had it on the far side of the ice. They brought it around in a pass. McCabe was in the right position. He just couldn't get out fast enough. So it was a tough play. That's why Ovechkin is so dangerous on the power plays, right? Here's a shot from the point. That one goes wide.
Shot by Pacioretty. Strome on the ice as the Caps goal-scoring leader this year.
And Ovechkin scoring against the Leafs. Ian, how's it going? As soon as I saw Ovi at the start of the year, should have retired last year, like Phil Esposito. If he can check up the ice, he can score. Yes, he can.
Just got a piece of that. Centering pass picked off by Tavares, and he'll carry it up for Toronto.
Yeah, Bruce, he probably should have cheated a little bit more, for sure. Backhand in front by Tavares. Robertson, he doesn't get a full shot off. Nicky gets it back in the corner, has it taken away. This is going to come out. Toronto picks it up in the neutral zone, back over to Benoit.
Pace of the game quickens a bit after the goal by the Capitals. Another power play goal for Washington. That gets past Robertson, no icing. Here's Robertson in front of the net. And off the stick to Carlson. And Lindgren holds on.
Holmberg is taken down after the whistle here. Robertson coming over. I'm sorry. Robertson, I love you, but it's tough. It's tough to see him coming across, acting all tough like that. They're going to commercial break. 2-1 now. Toronto over the Washington Capitals. Ovi still has it, just like Crosby, in a different way. You know, Ovi's game. Crosby still plays pretty good overall as a whole, but Ovechkin, you know, he's not as fast as a skater. He doesn't hit as much as he does. I hate to say it, he kind of floats around waiting for that opportunity to score. Ovechkin, I mean, listen, he's still an incredible talent, but he's definitely on the downside. You know, you can see he's slowing up pretty darn quick. Can you explain about the goalie's new rule? So yeah, it's not an official rule yet, but it's coming. So what it is, in the past, a goaltender, when they hug up against the post, when there was a lot of pressure in their own zone, they would kind of kick that post. They would knock the post off. So when the puck, the play would have to get blown down for a stoppage because the net would come off. And, Matt Murray used to do this all the time. And so they've put a new rule in to say if the opposing team is putting all kinds of pressure in Toronto, the goaltender can't intentionally knock the net off. If it's deemed that he's doing it intentionally, they'll get called for a penalty. AEW's in Toronto tonight? I didn't think so. I'll tell you, I was excited for AEW when it first started, and now I have very, very little interest. Murray was so bad for it. It was it was laughable. Several times a game he would do it. And I can't believe he would get away with it all the time. Oh, that's crazy, Dallas. I don't remember that. Leafs got to stop blowing their leads. That they do. All right, game's coming back. Let's go.
In the Caps, a desperate team battling for the playoffs. Philadelphia was like that last night. John Tortorella even acknowledged for Toronto they're in a position where they can't move up or really fall behind. And yet they provided all Philadelphia could handle last night. The Flyers
pretty much, Phil. So I heard rumor that Jericho might be coming back to WWE.
Got it across for Liljegren. Backhands it deep around it. Come around all the way to Domi.
Here's Matthews with it.
Trying to sift that through.
Scores! Oh my gosh, how did this go in?
Matthews.
Austin Matthews just throwing it towards the net, and it finds a way in. AM34 does it again. What a shot, just from the point. Was this tipped at all? Edmondson was in front. Bertuzzi was in front. Cameraman pan over fast enough. Here, let's see. Shot coming in. Oh, it hit somebody.
Bertuzzi, but he does a heck of a job taking away the
hit somebody.
Chris, that's one of those shifts.
So right now they have it credited to Matthews. We'll have to see if this actually goes to Bertuzzi. I don't know if it hit Bertuzzi or if it hit the Capitals player. But what a goal. Toronto needed to get that one back. So let's just wait a moment and see. Do they give it to Matthews? Here's Nylander now. Nylander says, anything you can do, I can do better. Going to pass it off. McMahon shooting. That one goes just wide. Tavares behind the net. Bobby Mack going to play this one out front. Here comes Washington. Side of the net, and the Capitals scored. Wall misplays it. So Connor McMichael's going to put this one in as well. Wow. They're exchanging goals. This one was just missed. The shot actually came from behind the net, trying to bank it off of Wall. Wall tried to block it. It goes off his shoulder and in. We see this all the time. Players playing it off the end boards, trying to get the rebound to come out. This time McMahon had it behind the net. He went to bank it off of Wall. Wall awkwardly tried to catch it in his glove, but instead it hits his shoulder and goes in. So not a great play there by Wall, but a very, very difficult angle.
But is bouncing back, and there's Lindgren covering up.
We got a stoppage in front, some little rough housing going on in front of the Dwar, right in there in front of the Capitals net.
An example of just trying to be patient as a young player. You got to be frustrated last year only playing 6 games.
So I'm waiting to see. They still haven't updated Matthews' goal here.
And now this year with all the changes,
you know what, Bruce? I'll be honest. I did not see. I was looking closely at Joseph Wall's position. I didn't see where McCabe was on the ice there. But that was a shot. I mean, that was a goal that never should have been. Shooting it from behind the net.
And now when you need him, he's having a career year.
No. He didn't. He didn't gift. He didn't gift 2 of them. The power play one, you can't blame that on McCabe. I didn't see his positioning there.
He's not giving them up.
6 minutes to go here. Robertson coming in to take the draws. Holmberg is waved out, and Washington's going to win that one. 6 minutes to go here in period number 2. Things are picking up. Holmberg turning around.
2 guys that were mainstays and a big part of the
On
2018 Stanley Cup champions.
Think of the hole that puts in the middle. You know, those are 2 guys.
There we go. Now they've updated it. It's officially Matthews' goal. So 2 goals for Matthews here tonight. That's what he needs to do. Let me get these updated.
Involved in a lot of one-goal games. There's another big hit. It was Ave Kubel as he went off.
Matthews 57.
Totals continue to ramp up. Wilson at center, checked by Domi. Matthews back in with Domi. And across.
Bertuzzi trying to find Matthews. Couldn't connect with him.
The stick of Matthews at the back door.
Domi and Liljegren picking up the assist there.
Sweep that around. He got bumped by Liljegren. Wallenstein, Carlson, and across. Hansen.
Wall's going to hang on to that one.
Tom Wilson looks for the equalizer.
So Sandin picks up an assist on McMichaels. Of course, they're going to go to a commercial now. I'm in the middle of typing this one out. And, oh my gosh, Miro Shinchenko picking up his 2nd assist. So it was Matthews from Domi and Liljegren and Connor McMichael from Sandin and Miroshenko. That's not right. Miro Shinchenko. There we go. This is a good one. 3-2, and this has been a very, very fun hockey game. Face-offs. Washington actually has the advantage of the face-offs. Very surprised to see that play. Washington 1-for-1 on the power play. Toronto has yet to have a power play opportunity. Hits are squared away. 26 hits apiece. Toronto still leading in block shots, though they are really, really leading that way. Let me take a little look-see-do. I want to pull up and see if I can pull up that replay and get a better look at the positioning, because I was so focused on Wall there. All right, let's see if we can. So McMichael, so McCabe actually wasn't on there, Bruce. I know you're going pretty hard on McCabe tonight. It's actually Morgan Riley, who was trying to get to McMichael, that was in the crease, kind of cutting off Wall. Tavares was around the other side coming in there. So Benoit wasn't anywhere to be seen on that initial play. I can't see who the defenseman is on the far side. Well, let's see on this other angle. And yeah, I see, and I'm just looking at that Matthews' 2nd goal. It looks like it went off the Capital player, not a Leaf player, which is why it was given to Matthews. Now Matthews will try harder to get the Hattie. Hopefully Reeve got punched out. Yeah, Reeves took a big shot. He definitely took a big shot.
Second Washington goal.
All right, we are back at it. 4.5 to go. Here's a blast. That one gets blocked.
That's off Dewar, and up come the Leafs.
Here comes Dewar. Dewar with it again, bringing it all the way down. Stopping around. He's going to get rubbed out into the boards. David Kemp is going to take a bump.
He knocks down Carlson. Dewar back into the fray.
Yeah, that Darcy Tucker attitude. Exactly. No worries, Bruce. Listen, it happens. It happens.
Recovery there by Carlson. He had his shot.
Listen, I get it wrong half the time, so who am I to say anything?
Found a way to get back.
Thank you for hitting that subscribe. 13 subscribers away now. If you haven't hit that subscribe yet, kindly hit that subscribe. And by the way, 2 likes away from 150.
And able to work that to Domi.
Here's Domi again. Domi bringing this one in. Trying to flip it through to Matthews. He has it bouncing around in the corner. Jason, how's it going? Go Leafs go. I'm doing great. Hope you are doing well. Oh, those Bertuzzi uppercuts were sick.
Back to the line.
Spinning around Domi with a nice move. Playing this one over. Benoit. Oh, yes, Dallas. I was a huge Leo Komarov fan. Shot, rebound, scores! Austin Matthews! It's a hat trick for AM 34. Get those hats. Throw those hats in the air. It's Austin Matthews with the trick. Say what?
Instincts of a goal scorer gets caught to the outside.
Austin Matthews, great play by Domi to keep this one in. Timmins with the initial blast. The rebound comes right to Matthews. Get those hats. Flood that chat with hats. Or if you're a channel member, put that AM34 jersey out there. Matthews, 1, 2, 3, say la vie. 58 goals.
Matthews goes right to the front of
oh no, it's under review. It's under review. Coach's challenge for potential offside. Say it ain't so.
And lost in all the excitement of the hats coming down. Rarely do you see
oh my goodness
this kind of a challenge that kind of isn't a slam dunk, don't you think?
Let's see if this gets called back.
I didn't notice it myself coming in, but the video guys are usually
oh boy,
So
Charlie boy, what's going on? Here, let's see. Domi brings this in. It's Bertuzzi on the far side of the ice. He's dragging his foot. You can't see from that camera angle.
Look at Matthews.
Matthews is laughing.
How many goalposts he's hit, and sitting here now trying to get to that 60.
Can we get another angle here? Bertuzzi. He's dragging that toe, dragging it over the line.
You've got to take a little different route and make sure you're not offside.
Carberry 3 for 6 in coaches' challenges.
Let's see.
If the goal stood, it would get Matthews.
All right, they're finished reviewing. They're having a conversation. Here comes the referee.
Verdict.
After further review, it was determined that the play was offsides. We have no goal.
Oh, boo! Boo!
That's got to be a tough one there off of just a super
goal is going to be called back. That one. Everyone get your hats back. Can you imagine you throw your hat on the ice and the goal gets called back?
Take a different route and come across the line and make sure you don't go off.
Well, one more look.
I mean, that's a tough play. Domi was going in, and at the last second, Domi slowed up to make a move. Bertuzzi just couldn't hold back enough. He was dragging that toe. Thomas, that's right. Everyone gets their hats back. Oh, let's do it again.
Hats came onto the ice.
Here comes Washington. Bring this around.
Back to the line, and Jensen shot flagged down.
Bruce.
By Wool.
Wall makes a save. Oh, and here's a scuffle behind the net. Nylander jumping in. McCabe was grabbed around the neck. Nylander comes flying in out of nowhere. You don't often see Willie getting aggressive. And it's as Morgan Riley is in there as well. Mark, what's going on? Welcome in.
Allenstein at the bottom scarf. Well, not Scarbosa.
Oh, so
Malestein.
a little bit of clutching and grabbing there.
I think a 3 would be following it as Tom Wilson.
So Wall made the nice save. Tavares gives a little shove to Malestein, who got right up in the grill of Wall. And Riley came in, and everybody comes flying in. But Malestein getting right up in the grill of Joseph Wall. Wall is laughing. He's having a conversation with the official. The official is telling him, I'll kick him out. But Joseph Wall, he was right there. Good restraint by Wall that he didn't take a shot at the player. And Tom Wilson still having some words with the official.
With Tom Wilson, Joseph Wall, the very soft-spoken Leaf goaltender.
This is crazy. If you're just coming in and joining us, welcome to the show.
Up a little bit. Tom Wilson,
great job with the likes, everybody. Now we are 13 subscribers away. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe. PM Steezy, what's going on? Welcome in.
And Milano.
It's coming around. The Caps going to hammer this one in. Wall out to stop it.
The early lead, and then
Matthews wants to get that hat-trick goal back.
A pair of 2-goal advantages, but the second one.
In order for Matthews to get a hat-trick tonight, he has to score 4 times.
Fired, well, flipped, actually, by Lundgren.
Puck was shot in. It goes right to the Washington goaltender.
Called by Lundgren.
Can I tell you something? What? Busted here.
Let's
get out. Ghostbusters.
Get this one going. Come on, Austin Matthews. Do it again.
So it would have been the 7th hat trick of the year, and it still might be.
Lots of time left, for sure.
Matthews needs with those goals, the multi. Oh, hang on. Here's Matthews again. Kicking out in front of Benoit with a shot. That one is blocked. There's a lot of milestones that are taking place right now. We're going to have to run through them. Maybe we'll save them all for intermission.
Benoit was a member of the Anaheim Ducks, so they don't need an introduction.
And leave for 5. Teresa, that's right. The referee actually came on and said, Teresa's not here. We have to take the goal away. No, it was called back on the offside.
Onto the stick of Timmins.
Axman wants a Ric Flair woo.
Woo!
There you go, Axman.
A healthy scratch tonight.
Timmins back to get it, battling in the corner. Dewar there to help out. Toronto's going to flip this one. Here comes Kemp. Puck is bouncing on him. He's got to slow up. Caps going to play it back in their own zone.
For the first time in a long
score
time.
Shoot, that's right.
Back in 2013.
Monica getting in there. Woo! Sorry, I just realized I probably should have done that right into the microphone.
Connor Dewar starts back.
So we're going to flip this one in. Toronto coming in on the forecheck. Minute and a half to go.
Back, right? You got a lot of hockey.
Rest, reset. Shot spun in the back, and the rebound ends up on the stick of Dewar. Fly by Riley, who sends that wide of the net. McCabe plays it back in deep. Riley's there. Gregor chips it
Teresa says,
cage.
those be fighting words.
David Camp cycles it back, but the Leafs are changing as Gregor had left the zone to get a change. Just over a minute remaining, second.
Here comes McCabe. McCabe going to play it in. Tavares going to get it. Back to the line for McCabe again. We feed it to Tavares. Tavares looking around.
Spinning along the boards. And
still with it. Somebody needs to help him out.
Around behind the net, McMahon has it.
Hey,
now.
Washington is in a playoff race. They're battling against Detroit.
And the Caps get control. Kubel turned back, and that's off the stick
Puck
of
is going to
Nylander.
hop at a play, and we're going to get a
shift to
stoppage here as both teams working through.
The last thing you want is another late goal against that's plagued the Leafs a couple times. You can see the quick reaction of Nylander, but
here.
right
The stats here, Washington's still the lead in the face-off circle, just by one.
Turn and get position and knock that one down, and that one goes
it's been the top line here tonight.
The puck going up and out in offensive zone face-off.
Domi with 2 points, Matthews with 2 points. Nye's picking up a point.
Off the draw, Domi hands it off. Matthews, McCabe, back to Matthews once again, and Domi. Here's Domi
scores!
Looks like it was tipped in front.
Who tipped this one?
McCabe with the redirect.
Looks like McCabe is going to get the goal.
Minute goal to go with the first minute goal in both.
Jake McCabe, Nylander in front with the screen. He's being battled. McCabe there in front, and it goes off of McCabe's chest or shoulder. Domi with the shot, and it hits McCabe. Love to see using McCabe in front for a screen. Him and Nylander, a big battle in front, and that one is going to go in. There you go. Bruce is like, McCabe.
And past
He's back in the good book.
19:35.
20 seconds to go. We'll have to add that one to the list at the bottom of the screen when they return.
You get your opportunity, you take the most out of it, and he's done just that.
Nice job, Caber, using his body, and that's what he does best, uses his body. Domi and Matthews picking it up, and each Domi and Matthews picking up their 30th assist of the season. And Domi now 3 assists. He's having a heck of a game.
He had 3 goals, but so far 2 on the night. And McCabe from Domi and
so
Matthews.
Caber's going to put that one in. Let's go to the intermission.
Late in the second period.
All right. Nice period. Toronto again scores within the first minute to kick it off. Here are all the goals from period number 2. Nylander from Tavares and Nyes. Ovechkin from Carlson and Wilson. Matthews from Domi and Liljegren. Connor McMichael from Sandin and Miroshchenko. And then Jake McCabe moments ago from Domi and Matthews. It's a 4-2 Leafs lead. 22 shots to 19. Toronto has the lead there. 28 hits to 29. Pretty equal. Face-offs end up back 50-50. But Toronto still has not had a power play. Washington went 1 for 1 on their power play. David's going, all right. Yes, indeedy. Taking a look at the giveaways. 5 for Toronto. So Toronto had 4 giveaways in that period. 6 total for Washington. 17 block shots. Still a good number. 10 for the Caps. So all in all, a pretty decent period. Yep, it was Jake McCabe. It went off McCabe. He was kind of frolicking through the air, and the puck hit him. I got a pocket full of sunshine. There you go. The Zambonis are back out. Those are not bugs. If you're watching on a tablet or phone, those are not bugs crawling on your screen. The Zambonis are out cleaning the ice. That's the greatest thing. I'm so happy we found this. The Zambonis, you complete me. I've been looking for Zambonis going across the screen for so long, so you have no idea how happy this makes me. It's the little things. Sam is a fake fan for the Florida Panthers. Why am I a fake fan? Panthers are my number 2 team. I love my Florida Panthers. All right, let's real quick take a look around the league at what is going on in the NHL tonight. Thomas Collin 5-2 for the win. Nico, what's going on? Love it, 5-2. Only the Zamboni Zebras say 4-2. That's funny. Who's driving them? That I can't tell you. All right. Only one other game in progress right now. It's the Dallas Stars with a 3-1 lead over them Arizona Coyotes. That is in the second period. The Kings and the Wild playing later tonight. Tomorrow here on the channel at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, we're going to have the Edmonton Oilers and the Buffalo Sabres. It's going to be McDavid versus Tage Thompson and crew. So that's going to be a good one. 5-2 Matthews, Jonesy. That's funny. Sam won't cheer on the Panthers against the Leafs. Oh, see, Ryan. So this is what it comes down to. And a lot of people have asked me. They said, Sam, what are you going to do? You're a Leafs fan. You're a Panthers fan. What are you going to do when they match? Well, I will direct your attention to the channel to last year's playoffs when the Maple Leafs played the Florida Panthers. I am a Leaf fan first. I've always said it. I have not hit it. I'm always a Leaf fan first. Leafs are my number 1 team. Panthers are my number 2. So when the Leafs and the Panthers play each other, I'm a Leafs fan first. In fact, coming up April Fool's Day, Toronto and Florida, are going to be playing each other here in Toronto, which it's looking like that very well could be a round one preview game. That is going to be a pretty darn good one. And the question is that, will Sam be at that hockey game or won't he be at that hockey game? Only time will tell. Don't you mean the sulk? Well, so here's the deal. We talked about the situation in Arizona a couple streams ago. It's bad, right? It's bad. They were going to buy some land. The land has to go up for auction. And so the NHL has agreed to allow the Arizona ownership group to enter the auction and try and win the land. If they win the land, they'll then move forward with a new arena, entertainment complex, and they will stay in Arizona. If they do not win the auction for land, chances are they will be leaving Arizona, and it could be as early as this summer. So the auction takes place in June, and then we'll have to see what the outcome of that is going to be. So it's going to be pretty darn crazy. So it's going to be an April Fool's Day game. Yeah, yes, it will. It's going to be crazy. Let's see. My grandfather told me when he was young they would use gasifier. No way. I'll cheer on the Panthers against Leafs. There you go, Ryan. Sounds good. Sounds good. And your wife, because it's Easter. My goodness. So typical Arizona hockey news. Yeah, Mark. Pretty much. Could you imagine being a fan? Like, I don't know. If I was a fan of a sports team, any sports team in any sport, it doesn't matter. And you spend your money, you buy season tickets, you spend money on parking, the food, the merchandise, all this stuff. And year after year, it's like, hey, am I going to have a hockey team to cheer for? Like, it's crazy. I know, I don't think there's that many diehard Arizona Coyote fans. Let's be real. I mean, I'm sure there are some. They're not selling out a 5,000 seat stadium, so we know there's less than 5,000. But if you're a diehard fan of a team and that team every year are talking about moving, I wouldn't want to spend my money. I wouldn't want to go there. Just ask Winnipeg. Exactly. So, you know, that's got to be tough, right? We saw it in Toronto. We had the Toronto Phantoms of the Arena Football League, which I don't even know if arena football is still a thing. But if you've never seen arena football, you got to check it out. I mean, it's like arena football. It's football in a hockey rink. They put turf down, but the boards are up, so there's hard hitting. It's crazy. Arena football's nuts, but it's awesome. And the Toronto Phantoms, it was one season for sure, maybe two. And that game, those games were crazy. And I went to a bunch of them, and it was a lot of fun. But I wasn't a diehard fan. I enjoyed going, but can you imagine, like, all those people who bought the jerseys and the foam fingers and all the stuff, and now they disappeared? Like, it's a little frustrating. Those games were fun. Yeah, not at home. So you know what I'm talking about. They were crazy. They were awesome. They were pretty cool. I mean, Montreal Expos have gone through it, right? Expos were there for a long time. I was lucky enough. I went to see a game in Montreal at Olympic Stadium to see the Expos play, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It was great. But, you know, they couldn't maintain it, and they disappeared. So it happens. There's a lot of cities that have experienced it. It's crazy. Coyotes site is destined to fold. Yeah, and, you know, I kind of feel bad for the NHL on this one. Not only did they double down, they've tripled down. They've thrown everything they can possibly throw at this franchise to try and keep them there. And listen, sometimes you just got to cut your losses, right? And say, hey, it's not going to work. Andrew, what's going on? Welcome in. So that's the situation in Arizona. It's pretty bad. But, you know, Winnipeg is having a little bit of some issues of their own. You know, ticket sales are down kind of over the past couple of years in Winnipeg. And Winnipeg right now, they're kind of holding that top spot in the Central Division. So I mean, it's unbelievable that a team is in top spot and they are having some serious issue getting people to buy tickets. It's nuts. Sometimes you got to cut that funky cheese. Absolutely. But saying that, Winnipeg having issues, excuse me, I mean, huge kudos to the West Division for Winnipeg, Vancouver, and Edmonton. 3 Canadian teams atop the Central and Pacific divisions. I mean, Edmonton, remember how far down in the standings were the Oilers were when the season started? And we were all freaking out, well, maybe not all of us. Some of us were freaking out thinking the Oilers were going to have a disaster of a season. They weren't going to make the playoffs. Then they got hot and they climbed way up there. But it's amazing when you look and you see Winnipeg, Vancouver, Edmonton, all right there. Calgary doesn't look like they're going to have enough juice. They're at 71 points right now. Vegas sitting at 79 in that last wild card spot. Don't think Calgary's going to have enough to get in there. And of course, we just won't talk about Ottawa and Montreal because they're terrible, terrible years for those 2 teams. So, we got 4 Canadian teams that are doing pretty darn good. 4 out of 7 doing really, really well. And that's exciting to see. That makes me really happy. Hopefully they'll have a good showing come the playoff run. Winnipeg does not have the Corp Bank. That's true, Mark. And not a lot of cities do. Not a lot of cities do. And as prices get higher and higher, it's very tough to maintain that corporate dollar, right? Looking forward to the playoffs. Playoffs are going to be so much fun. 1 month today. Holy cow, I just looked. 1 month today. And it's going to be Stanley Cup playoffs. Do-do. I'm so excited. 1 month today. It's Stanley Cup playoffs. Oh man, I got to start building some stuff for the streams. Oh, I just realized I got some work I need to do. Man, all right. We'll get things organized. We'll get things together. But boy, oh boy, Stanley Cup playoffs are coming up real fast. It's going to be super exciting. The only way to lower Leaf ticket prices is to add another team in TO. Yeah, I mean, it's funny. There's a great comment there, Onyx, because so many people have come out and said, if everybody boycotts Toronto, if everybody stops going to games, they'll be forced to lower the prices. By the way, 2-1 Toronto over Boston in the 3rd PWHL. No one's boycotting the Maple Leafs. You're not getting, how many people are in Toronto now? Is it 3 million? 2.8 million? Plus all the suburbs, if you go north, east, and west. You're not telling all of Ontario, hey, stop going to Leaf games. That's not going to happen. Because of your support, the Leafs will let you ride in the parade. Mark, even if they got eliminated in the first round, if they still want to call me and say you can be in the first round losers parade, I will take that. Pick me up in a golf cart. It doesn't even need to be a bus. I'm happy. I'll go and I'll do my little wave. I'm from outside of Toronto and Ontario. There you go, Andrew. So, I mean, listen, if everyone who had Leaf tickets today said, I'm not going, there would be another 18,000 people saying, I'll take them. So that whole boycott thing would never work. Canada's winning the cup this year for sure. Someone told Gary that people are starting to notice. That's really funny. If there's another team in Hamilton, maybe they would boycott a little. That's funny. Yeah, Harold Ballard. Listen, the Harold Ballard years, those were bad, right? The 80s were bad, real bad. And people didn't boycott. People still showed up in droves. Now, listen, hockey is the same. Hockey is a crazy sport. Here's a perfect example. Let's take Taylor Swift for an example. Like, Sam, we're talking hockey. Why are you bringing Taylor Swift into the conversation? Well, here's the thing. Leafs are goated. Welcome in, EHH. Leafs are goated. That's awesome. So here's the thing with Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift selling a bajillion tickets, right? She goes 100,000 tickets. They can't put enough seats in those stadiums for her to sell. If you took that 100,000 people and said, now we're going to pass. There's another 100,000 people right there. That's why she's doing 6-8 shows in the city. She's coming to Toronto. I said earlier, there's about 2.8 people in Toronto. I don't know what the population is of all of Ontario, but you had to register for codes, right? To get in, to be a verified fan in order to buy tickets. Well, I think there was like 10 million codes or something like that that were handed out. So it's crazy. It doesn't matter ticket prices. People want to go see them. They're going to go see them. But you're right. Ticket prices are insane. Absolutely insane. Welcome in, Jennifer. Welcome in. Thanks for joining. Glad to have you here along with us. We're talking ticket prices. It's crazy what's going on in the league. But I will tell you, for every Toronto, New York, where the ticket prices are absolutely insane, there are some cities where prices are very reasonable. I mean, Buffalo used to be like that. GTA 6.8. Oh, so that's got to be the full extended GTA. Yeah, so it's crazy. So if you take, what's the GTA? Is Mississauga still included in the GTA? Is it Toronto, North York, Mississauga, Brant? I don't remember. Whatever it is, that's a lot of people. Michael, what's going on? Welcome in. Glad to see you. Murph, how's it going? Ontario, 14 million. So they're a perfect example. 14 million in all of Ontario, and they gave out 10 million codes for the Taylor Swift concert. I mean, that's crazy. Bob and Doug McKenzie. Oh, first of Bob and Doug McKenzie. Love me some Bob and Doug McKenzie. Bob and Doug McKenzie were the best. So good. Have you ever been to Ottawa to see a Sens game? No, Dan, I haven't. Mississauga is in the GTA. Gotcha. I haven't been to Ottawa. I was invited to go once. So long story short, a place I used to work, there was a client we did a lot of business with. They were an Ottawa season ticket holder that lived in Toronto. They had a car service that drove them back and forth for the games. They invited me to go along for a game. I thought that was, I would love to go. The timing didn't work out, but I would have loved to go. Take off, eh? Yeah, David. So good. First of all, since Bob and Doug McKenzie were mentioned, if you have not seen the movie Strange Brew, the Bob and Doug McKenzie movie, you have to go and watch it. It is a good rainy day movie. Listen, it's dumb comedy, but it's funny as anything. You got to watch it. I was in Belleville last week to watch the Belleville Senators. Nice. See, going around, that's another alternate option as well. What I was going to say is if you have the ability to travel to some of the other NHL cities, you can get tickets at a cheaper price. But that's a great point. Belleville is 2 hours east of Toronto along the 401, 220, depending on how fast you drive. Going out to Belleville, go down to across to London. Is Mississauga Steelhead still a thing? There are so many great teams in and around the Toronto region within a couple hours of here. There's great hockey to be seen. So you don't want to pay NHL prices. I don't blame you. It's crazy. There are great places to go to watch some hockey. Who do you want to come to get? Who do I want the Leafs to get? Or who do I want to come to Toronto? Is that what you're asking? Your Ottawa and Leafs play more sense. And Sens fans, it's very crazy. Listen, Toronto fans will travel anywhere. Ottawa, Buffalo, even Detroit. It's nuts. All right, we're getting ready to go back. The mini Zambonis have left the ice. That means it's time to go. Let's flip over to the game screen. Because we are set to go. Period number 3 is just about ready to rock. OHL Brantford, St. Catharines. Nice close drive. Great areas as well. Kingston. Yeah, crazy. Are you K-Rock Center? Are you referring to K-Rock Center? I love the K-Rock Center. Beautiful facility. Really great people that run that rink. It's awesome. Let's see. Strange Brew should be a mandatory viewing in high schools. It's our heritage. Absolutely. It's so good. All right, let's go. Period number 3. Get up, get busy, get up, move that body, drop the puck. Let's go now. And Domi right off the draw. Oh, they're going to blow it down.
65.
Period number 3, Sudbury Wolves. Yes.
60-goal season.
Elsinore beers for all.
Whether he gets to 70
Lived
or
in
not.
Yellowknife, and the Oilers had to
Assuming
stay
that
and play
he
pack.
gets
Oh, that is very cool,
I
Murph.
found it really interesting today. Ovechkin was saying, hey, I'm
All right,
a
if you're
fan.
just
I
coming in and
hope
joining
he
us,
does
if you
well. I
haven't
hope he gets
already
it. He was
subscribed, hit
asked
that
about
subscribe.
what it was like getting the
We're
65.
12
He said it was so
subscribers
long ago,
away
it's hard to remember.
from
But he said
11-4.
it's good for the game and it's good to see, and he goes, I'm rooting for him. Not sure he is tonight, but to get there for sure.
He scored 2 more tonight than Ovechkin wanted to see, but true. And it is a 2-goal lead to start the 3rd period. Wolves whipping it around. Milano tried to jump it.
Yes,
Here's
Shorzy
Carlson
and
firing
Letterkenny
it
both
wide.
filmed in Sudbury.
Max enjoying his
Can't wait
6th
for the new
career
season of Shorzy.
3 assists.
Very Colts have a
game
good
at
team,
his
absolutely.
first. And the number of
Therese.
Leafs
I tell myself, you've got to stop singing on stream. It just comes out. You can't help it. It really is Axeman. Dandine back in the corner. He's being watched closely. Toronto picking up the loose puck. Stolen back. Here comes the Capitals up to Ovechkin. See, Ovechkin is barely even skating. He's just kind of floating.
Centering pass is picked off by the captain. He'll hand it off to Nyes. Shook the check.
Nyes going to put it in. Leafs going to go change up a little bit.
Is going to get the call, and the Leafs will get their first power play of the night.
Hey, finally!
In the 3rd period.
Leafs on the power play. Although their power play has been atrocious.
On the bench there as he was closing the gap. I thought it might have been a slash more than it was a hook.
Endgame, what's going on? Welcome in.
The play across, gets past Nylander, and
Let's get a virtual wave going. Let's get a virtual wave going here for the power play. Give the Bucs some luck. I'll call it 3, 2, 1. Hey, put the hands up in the air. And I'm not singing because Teresa will make fun of me.
1 for 3 in Philadelphia. But 2 of their last 27 as they go to work. The
Leafs the 5th ranked power play. 16th ranked penalty kill for the Caps. Danny Boy, what's going on? Welcome in.
Tiger towel, paper towel, power through.
I have a good feeling about this not at home says.
At the wheel, trying to kick it back, and on the second try, gets it to
Thank you, Murph, hitting that subscribe. Thank you, Murph.
Back for Liljegren, look out.
Puck is going to hop out of play. Toronto struggled on the power play as of late. A lot of shorthanded opportunities for opposing teams. Hopefully now they can get things going a little bit better and turn this one around. But we are now 10 subscribers away.
Very fortunate to have the puck go high enough.
Krista, we started, I think this is our 3rd hockey season. This is our 3rd hockey season? Yeah, this might be season number 3 for us.
Here's Matthews. Liljegren fires that.
Yeah.
Watch it for Matthews.
Matthews with a big shot and a big save. Murph, it's not you. YouTube, they've been updating their algorithms, and a lot of people have become unsubscribed, and notifications are being reset. So that's a good shout out to everybody. If you think you're subscribed, double check and make sure that your subscription is still set as well. Make sure your notifications are still showing as enabled. YouTube does that from time to time. They don't do it intentionally, but when things get reset, it happens. But no, it's a great call out, Murph. And don't forget that like.
Ovechkin penalty, the first power play of the night for the Maple Leafs. As Nylander pass flipped into the air.
Going to bring this in over the line, and that's going to get blown down. So Toronto, 1 minute gone, 1 minute remaining. Nothing doing as of yet. Thank you, Krista. I appreciate that.
The hand pass makes sure that
the hands are still going. I'll put mine up again. Let's go around again. Keep it going. Good stretch from my bad shoulder. We're going to get a line change. Matthews going to come off. Second unit coming on here.
A minute left to go.
Joey McMahon, nice.
Off the draw back to Nick Robertson. Going to pass it across. Toronto busting in. Matty Nyes in the corner, spinning around, playing it to Bobby McMahon. McMahon around the boards to the line. Grabbed by Robertson, playing this one up.
To Domi. He
Oh, and it's going to hop out. Riley couldn't hold that one in. Robertson has to come back and pick this one up. Let's go. Daryl's got that foam finger up there. Morgan Riley, look out. Bad pass. Here comes Robertson. We'll get that finger going too. Riley playing it around. Off the boards and back. Here's a one-time shot, Robertson. Oh, and a big block by the Capital player. And he's kind of hurt, grabbing his arm. Coming around, Nyes. Can't go with the deflection in. I'd be calling it from the ice. Ovechkin out of the box. He's going to pick it up, and he's going to send it in, and Wall's going to grab it down and play it to the side. Spencer, if you're still on intermission, hit your live button. We are very much live. Make sure to check that lives. JR2 hitting that subscribe. Thank you. Somebody unsubscribed. That's okay too. We make sure you resubscribe or hit that subscribe. Coming around behind the net, trying to get this one out.
In his first full year with Washington.
Timmins playing it around. Benoit going to throw a hit on Abe Kubel.
On Abe Kubel, who has 8 hits for Washington.
He is figure skating.
Dumping it down and chasing after it against Jensen. Gregor in to help up. And Rasmus.
Can somebody type in? I think Spencer is way back. Somebody tell Spencer to hit that refresh button. Sandine coming in. He gets knocked away. He still maintains the puck, though. Putting it across. It's a turnover for Bertuzzi. Gets tripped. The arm shoots right up. We got another Leaf penalty coming up.
This time, it's Carlson heading off.
Yeah, back to a power play that their best chance. You could see Faravarvi on
so nice a chance
Washington
there.
Bench. He took this one-timer, and, you know, that's a position right in the, looked like the palm of the hand as Robertson let that one fly, and he was able to make the change.
Carlson, it was actually a slash, a hard slash on Bertuzzi. He embellished that a little bit, but it's a penalty nonetheless.
So he takes the penalty, and
so the slash is getting called.
Penalty killers to kill the 2 minutes.
So 2 minutes. Let's see if we can do it again. Matthews still looking. There it is. Couple subs coming in. 9 now. We need 9 more.
And they face off one by the Capitals. They get a quick clear.
Caps clearing this one all the way down and around. Wall going to hang on to it. Wall's played a very lovely game in his return here tonight. There you go. Welcome back to the now, Spencer.
Execution rate best in the National Hockey League, and now all of a sudden in March just can't seem to find any rhythm at all.
Now trying to tie up Tavares, taken down,
and they're going to clear this out again. Waller's going to stop it and hang on to it.
The entry and get the setup. This is another example of just not quite being able to even get yourself in a position.
The graphics are still there. You can still use those redemptions with your points to bring them up on the screen.
On the power play in the league, third. As Nylander passed off for Tuesday.
Here's Burt to Matthews, who's down low on the goal line. Going to feed this back up. Liljegren to Matthews. In the slot for Tavares, shot, it gets blocked. Matthews to Liljegren. Far side for Nylander. Nylander being chased. Nylander trying to circle away. He's going to throw this in front. It gets blocked. Bouncing puck. It's going to come right to the Caps. And they're going to flip this one out. So 40 seconds to go on the power play. You know, when Toronto has it set up and they're moving the puck, they move it nicely. But as soon as they're faced with pressure, they scramble and crumble. 30 seconds to go. Back to the line. Shot looking for the tip in front. Goes behind the net. Nyes playing this one around. And again, the Capitals going to get it out of their own zone. 15 seconds to go. Robertson going to spin around, looking up with a pass. Kind of hits the skate of, I think that was Bertuzzi. Dumped down low with Matthew Nyes. And here comes the Caps now down the right side. Domi on the back check. Going to cut it off. Going to force the Capital player to play it around. Benoit back to come and grab this one. Oh, Youngblood. Love Youngblood. Great movie. Here's a 2-on-1. Ovechkin has the stick up. He wants it. He gets it. He scores. No. Oh no, that was atrocious. That was in slow motion. Ovechkin had the stick up in the air, waiting and waiting and waiting. That was ugly. That was so ugly. Benoit gets caught up as Kemp, Domi, and Knives all were going for a line change. Benoit has nowhere to go. Wall is waiting. McCabe goes down to try and block the pass, but it was so slow. They waited, and the shot goes up, but Wall could not stand up in time. He bit the fake. That was absolutely atrocious. Miscommunications all the way around. And Bruce, I give you that one. Jake McCabe was not in good position there.
And Strome's unselfishness helps Ovechkin tie.
Mario's landing, and they sleep again. That was not good. That was really, really not good. That one hurts.
It off and in. Or those two unsuccessful and not very dangerous power plays going to come back to haunt the Leafs. Back to a one-goal
Ovechkin's 23rd from Strome.
An outlet down to the right side. Scarbosa up ahead, and here's Rasmus Sandin. He got checked there on a good defensive play by Liljegren.
How important is that Matthews called that goal now? Oh yes, Bruce, McCabe was not in a good position there. You can yell at him for that one, for sure.
And that's one where you'd like to make that change to get two defensemen on before the end of the power play.
Here they come again, the Caps. In the high slot, Strome with a shot. Wall makes a save. There's a rebound. Riley takes his man down.
Alexiev sends it across. That shot wide. And Tavares able to chip it ahead for Nylander. Swings to the inside with McMahon. And Riley jumping. In front, McMahon.
Scores! Bobby McMahon.
And again.
Bobby McMahon. There you go, Ryan. Right back at you. Bobby McMahon. We're going to shimmy for that one because I saw the shimmy coming through. Nylander with a great little pass to Bobby McMahon, who says, picture perfect. Nylander to McMahon. Bobby Mac. What a play.
5-hole closed, and McMahon with that pressure to the outside.
I mean, that was excellent by Bobby Mack.
Presents the bottom line.
Bertuzzi trying to center it for Matthews. And with the assist, William Nylander, the 7th player, to 90 points.
90 points, William Nylander.
Back comes Matthews. 5-3 Toronto. Matthews, his shot turned aside by Lindgren. Domi steals it back. Matthews, Bertuzzi,
Scores! Bertuzzi! No, I'm typing.
Matthews and Domi.
Matthews and Domi, another assist for Domi.
Well, what a
Tyler Bertuzzi gets another one. Ryan, that one was for you. Tyler Bertuzzi pointed at the camera and he said, Ryan, this one's for you. Woo!
Yeah, baby.
Tyler Bertuzzi. Unbelievable.
Matthews instead, he has to go to his left, and it's Bertuzzi.
Now I gotta finish keying in the last goal.
Matthews with 4 points. Domi with 4 assists now, so that's a new career best for
Bertuzzi, 15 goals. He's heating up.
Trying to get to the net. Leafs with a 3-goal cushion. And looking for more as Stewart, Camp, and Gregor are out on the ice.
Sean showed us at the beginning that Sheldon Keefe didn't like anybody's game last night. I think you'll have a little different view here with tonight's version.
Here comes Hendricks Lapierre back into the Leaf zone. Rasmus Sandin whips it across. Carlson Couldn't get that to the net.
There we go.
Got it. Up ahead.
6-3. Unbelievable.
Discussion after this is going to be about this new
and that one's going to be blown down. By the way, Matthews and Domi picking up their 31st assist there. Nylander picking up his 52nd assist. 52nd assist for Nylander, 31st for Tavares as well. And we got a too many men on the ice call against the Capitals. The Caps falling apart a little bit here in the third period. Toronto really exploding. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button, putting us 8 subscribers away. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe. Get us to 11-4. I feel we have the best home and away jerseys in the NHL. They're pretty good, Bruce. Definitely some classics. But what a game for this Leaf team who has struggled as of late, putting up points. I mean, Domi right now, Domi and Matthews, 4 assists each, two goals, 2 assists for Matthews, 4 assists for Domi, 4 points each. They're both +4. Matthews with 5 shots. I mean, outstanding performance. 2 points for Nylander, 2 points for Tavares. I mean, man, Domi is playing really good alongside Matthews. We knew this would be pretty awesome. But one thing we can't be surprised about, who are the 2 Leafs who have not yet broken double digits of playing time? Nick Robertson only playing 9:17. Pontus Holmberg only playing 7:04. Nylander leads the way at 16:55. Matthews at 16:10. Domi at 15:13. Tavares at 14:30. Kempf and Duar up there almost at 13 minutes. Nyes at 12:45. Bertuzzi is only at 11:11, which is a bit of a surprise. For the defenders, it's Liljegren leading the way, 18:17, followed by Riley at 18 minutes, and then McCabe at 16:57. For the Capitals, Dylan Strome leads the way at 15.5. Tom Wilson at 15. Malastade, I cannot pronounce that. Anyways, he's at 13. Ovechkin only at 12.5 minutes. For the defenders, John Carlson, 20 minutes. Sandin, 19 minutes. Jensen at 17 minutes. So some big guys carrying the load for the Caps defense. All right, let's see how this is going to go. Thank you for that subscribe. 7 more subs to go.
Hold on to the win. The only thing left would be to get a power play goal.
You know what? You're not so worried about
Toronto on the power play
anymore,
now.
But you certainly would like to solve some of your problems. That was almost a Carlson up and over and out. That would have
You know what, Thomas? I didn't mind them this time around, the green and the white, because they got rid of the brown. When they wore the brown pants and brown gloves, I did not like it. When I went out, I was worried. Back to the line for Liljegren. Matthews with it.
Timothy Liljegren. Matthews fires and then explodes off the end glass. Back to 34 again. 2 in the game. And 1 taken off the board. Liljegren across. Nylander right, a rebound. And a swing and a miss for Bertuzzi, who looked like he had a chance to put that back.
So Toronto scored 1 goal from the point, 1 goal from the face-off circle, and 4 goals from just in front of the net. So they've really been getting a puck down in there, getting it in low. Now, in fairness, a couple of those were shots from the point that were deflected in.
Just on the doorstep.
Bobby Mack throwing it across as the B unit comes on. 30 seconds to go in the power play. Nyes getting it back around to the line. Here's Domi, tries to go across. Dangerous pass. That one gets picked off. Malenstein trying to get around Riley. Riley forcing him to the outside. Malenstein going to pull up. They send this all the way around. So the Capitals pretty much killing off the last few minutes here. Toronto not putting a ton of pressure on. Here comes Washington bursting in, coming around the corner. Timmins forcing him to the outside. Back down, Ovechkin has it at the blue line. Trying to step around, nice pass up into the slot. Toronto knocks that one away. Ovechkin coming in. Right in front, there's a cross check from behind. How did Toronto not get called on that?
He got checked, the Leafs clear.
How did Toronto not get called on that cross check?
That rebound and pull it back, but no room to make the play.
Here come the Caps
Washington right in with a shot. That one gets kept out.
And Noah Gregor.
Here's Gregor. He's flying.
Shifting gears at the line against Sandine.
Late hit there. Couple big hits in the corner. And Gregor,
Tom Wilson on Gregor.
Tom Wilson plastered Gregor into the boards not once but twice. I think Wilson's going to go here. Arm goes up.
I think the stick got up underneath.
Mouth goes shut, and Tom Wilson heads off. Oh, he whapped him.
Wow.
So Tom Wilson first hits Gregor, and Wilson, I mean, it was a little bit of a late hit. Gregor gives him a little bit of a touch with the stick, and then Wilson just whaps him in the face, swinging his stick, whacking him. So he's going to go off. The Leafs going to go back to the power play, but again, it has not been good. Yeah, Fred, it has been a much, much better bounce back game, that's for sure. All right, let's go through. Again, there were so many stats that I have not had a chance to call out yet. All right, Max Domi recorded his third career 4-point game and first 4-assist game. His father, Ty Domi, notched his only 3-point game in the NHL with the Maple Leafs on November 29th. So Max Domi, his third career 4-point game and first 4-assist game. Alex Ovechkin recorded the 171st multi-goal game of his career, which puts him second in the league, only behind Wayne Gretzky, who did it 189 times. Austin Matthews becomes the first NHL player with 16 or more multi-goal games in a season, since 4 players had as many in 92-93. Alex Ovechkin's highest single season total is 15. So Matthews, 16 multi-goal games, is now the first NHL player to do that. Alex Ovechkin and John Carlson factored on the same goal for the 240th time, which ranks third among active forward defenseman duos, behind Kopitar and Doughty and Crosby and Chris Letang. Last but not least, Alex Ovechkin has 844 goals of his career. He moves within 50 of tying Wayne Gretzky. And they're coming back. The Leafs are going to be on the power play. Let's keep it going.
There's really no explanation.
Yeah, the good news for Wilson is
and William Nylander, by the way, very quietly has a 4-game goal streak going on right now.
Going to be called.
No teeth lost. It doesn't look there anyway. Or is he saying, how do I look? Do I still have them?
Gregor checking the chicklets.
The Leafs didn't have a power play through 2 periods, and 0 for 3 here in the third. Matthews wins the draw. Nylander can't get that through. Trying to get it back again. Knocks it to an open wing, and it's chipped ahead by Malenstein, who chases after it. Center.
Yeah, Domi has earned an extension for sure. He should get one. He deserves one.
Sidesteps one and heads into the zone with Nylander. Back to Tavares and Bertuzzi. Sent it just wide. Close call there on a rush chance off the power play. Nylander to Matthews. He'll get it reset. Liljegren. Matthews stepped out of the zone and then fanned on the shot, and Washington clears. 7 minutes left, third period. Tyler Bertuzzi checked by McMichael. Back in with Scarposa. And Wall will stop that and immediately fling it towards Bertuzzi to keep it alive. And that A unit goes off unsuccessful again, although Matthews stays for the time being as he leads them back.
And Nylander with his points now crossed 90 points on the season. Nylander leading the Leafs in points.
Riley kept it alive. Robertson in deep for Nyes. Around for Domi. And Domi taken down. A little slow to get up there, but back into the fray. And firing that, it ends up out.
6 minutes left to go. Nothing doing. It was a 4-minute power play, by the way. 4 minutes were assessed So we're almost halfway through that one. It was a double minor for high sticking. Domi's had a spectacular night. The Leafs playing much, much better here tonight.
When you're having the kind of night he has, you can't wait to get out there and get another opportunity to get something going. A career night, you might as well keep trying to build off.
We'll be back here tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, for the Oilers and the Buffalo Sabres. If you're around, come on and hang out. Big Robertson putting it. Nice stick save there by the tender. And this is going to come out. And by the way, we're 7 subscribers away. Where is it? Over there. 7 subscribers away from 11.4. If you haven't subbed up yet, do me a favor, hit that subscribe. It's free, and we appreciate it. Here's McMahon.
Gets it back again. Robertson on the other side. Riley sent it high. Robertson retrieves the rebound off the inboards. Gets it back from Riley. Turns for a different look and into the slot. McMahon spins it back for Domi. He's all over the ice. Riley, Domi shooting, and that hit Carlson, and he feels the effects of that.
Domi, great job playing the line. Robertson in the slot for McMahon. He couldn't tip it. Oh, bad back pass. Robertson keeping this one in. Great job by Toronto.
Riley's gone to the bench. Robertson upended.
Now the Caps get it down the ice.
The Leaf bench, you got all the first power play guys with legs up, ready to go. A lot of offensive zone time.
It's going to be very interesting to see what Marner does, or what they do for Marner's contract. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. 3 minutes gone. Leafs haven't been able to put one in on the power play. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. 6 now. 6 subs away. Here come the Caps.
Here's Malenstein across, and he missed Garbosa with the pass. Matthews bumping with Tavares, but taking charge with just over 4 minutes to go. Final half minute of the power play. And that pass broken up. Nylander for Matthews. Leafs clear the zone and now move back in. Nylander across. In front, backhand.
Scores! John Tavares. What a vicious backhand. Wow. What a goal. John Tavares on the backhand.
Nobody pressuring Tavares, so as soon as Jensen went down, watch Tavares takes a quick look.
That was an incredible goal.
And pulls it to the backhand.
Thomas, that's weird. I'm not sure.
Really good patience.
Could be a YouTube thing.
And then no panic whatsoever. As finally the power play
Ryan, you've given up on tonight's game already?
Doug Gilmore and Peter Stastny have company as John Tavares gets his 450th.
JT picking up the goal from Nylander and Matthews. Another assist for Matthews. Way to go, JT. His 23rd.
Of the season, he had 5 against the Anaheim Ducks.
Now, by the way, Saturday for us is up in the air. We're going to be at the Marlies game. It's an afternoon Marlies game. I don't know what time we're going to be back, so make sure your notifications are on. Because much like a couple of nights ago, depending on when we get back, we will go live. But again, we're at the Marlies game on Saturday, and they actually sent out an email due to construction and work going on in the area. Expect more traffic than usual. So I don't know what time we're going to be back up. So make sure you're subbed up. Make sure your notifications are on. And when we go live on Saturday, we're definitely going to miss the first period. The question is, at what point in the second are we able to get back up here? We're going to the Marlies, mean that games are going to lose. Probably Triton. The Marlies have not fared too well since we've been there. What we're going to do, though, is we will probably do something from the Marlies game. So if you're not following us on Instagram, follow us on Instagram. We might do an Insta Live from there. Just search Samwelb 12 Experience. You will find us. You know the logo. You will see it. And yeah, give us a follow on Instagram as well as our Facebook group. And I mentioned it earlier. We now have a Patreon, or we're just starting a Patreon. So if you are using Patreon already for other folks, you can now find us, but I'll drop the link in. Again, we are just starting. It's a really long link, but we are just getting ours up and running. We've had some people asking how they can support the channel outside of YouTube. So we thought Patreon would be a good way to do it. So yeah, if you want to help us out, you can certainly help us out there. As well, you can go to our website. If you didn't want to set up for a recurring offline membership, you can go to our website and do a direct kind of PayPal through there. Those are the two ways you can do it offline, and it's anonymous to all other people. So thank you so much for all the support. We appreciate each and every one of you. Ken, what's going on? Just that I would check on how bad the Leafs, well, went too fast. And how bad the Leafs were doing after trouncing last game. But what a surprise. What a surprise indeed. It is a great day to be a Leafs fan, as they are all over this Capital team.
The way this game started to come
it is absolutely wild.
Gave the sense that, okay, trying to respond from a difficult loss, but you know the Caps.
Well, let's see how they finish it up. 3:16 to go.
Had to shut the door when they started coming back later in this game.
Great job with the likes today, everybody. Likes are crushing it. We're still looking. Oh, we lost one. Looking for 7 more subs to come in and hit that subscribe button to put us to 11,400.
Just to atone for last night's game in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I think you identify that because you live it yourself. You know, going all the way out to the west, the Eastern teams don't do that very often. This is a game that I'm sure every Leaf player was saying, this is our opportunity, let's jump on them. And Chris, they did just that. And the one thing this Leaf team has been
2:40 to go, 7-3 Toronto. What a game. Stick around for a few minutes. Once the game ends, we'll run through all the goal scorers, all the stats, and all the fun stuff before we say goodnight.
Haven't lost 2 straight in regulation since late January. And Joseph Walsh,
oh, the goalie.
10th, and for the first time in Leaf history, we're going to have 3 Leaf goaltenders with 10 wins or more. I don't think we're going to jinx that, are we?
Well, 7-3, 2 minutes to go. Yeah, I would hope not. But yeah, it doesn't happen often, does it? And
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining.
for him to just get some confidence, some rhythm in his game. Begs the question, Chris, who's the starter on Saturday?
Cat's getting that foam finger up.
It's the Edmonton Oilers and Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl.
There's a pass for Nashenko, and it's cut off in front by Connor Timmins. And the Leafs get it out to center ice. Well, Matthews was amped up, you'd think, to play Ovechkin, and you know that should be the same storyline on Saturday night.
Yeah, you know when Edmonton's in on a Saturday night, all the focus, some great players, some intensity of the offense.
Edward, what's going on? Edward says, let's get number 8.
Tell us a lot about what maybe the coaching staff is thinking about their goaltenders of who will be the guy that they pick. Back-to-back nights again, the next night in Carolina. So do you come back with Wall after he finally gets himself a win and gets settled in after 2 losses, or after a struggling game a little bit last night for
You know, it is nice. It is nice to see Toronto having a big game like this. After, oh, you're very welcome, Ian. After the struggles they've had, to see Toronto come back and really kind of put a thumping on a team is nice. It's kind of redeeming after the frustrations we felt last night, after the frustrations at the end of that Carolina game, kind of what the doctor ordered. Last minute to play in this game. Of course, Washington feeling that frustration. They need points. Gregor just going to dump this one in. Yeah, end game. This was a good one. And it begs the question, you know, I think you got to keep Domi up with Matthews even when Marner comes back. It still hurts, Edward says. Yeah, it does. Oscar, what's going on? Welcome in. 10 seconds to go.
Put 2 on the board. William Nylander had another big night. Max Domi stepped up with a
that is going to do it.
with a 7-3 win.
The Leafs take this one home. A big, big, big win. 7-3. Let's run through the stats real quickly here, and then we'll let everyone get on their way. Here are your goal scorers. Austin Matthews, his 56 from Domi. Then it was William Nylander, his 38th from Tavares and Nyes. Ovechkin picks up his 22nd from Carlson and Wilson. Then it's Austin Matthews picking up his 57th from Domi and Liljegren. Matthews actually had his 58th, but it was called back due to an offside. Connor McMichael picks up his 15th from Sandin and Miroshnichenko. Then it was Jake McCabe off his tummy for his 7th from Domi and Matthews. In the third period, Ovechkin picks up his 23rd from Strome. Bobby McMahon, his 11th from Nylander and Tavares. Then Bertuzzi, his 15th from Matthews and Domi. Tavares closing it out with his 23rd from Nylander and Matthews. All in all, it was an absolutely amazing, amazing game. Matthews picking up 5 points, 2 goals, 3 assists. Domi picking up 4 assists. Nylander, a goal and 2 assists. Tavares, a goal and 2 assists. That's the kind of point production we need to see. McCabe and Liljegren each getting 1 assist. I'd like to see the D getting a little more involved, picking up some more points on their own, but all in all, a pretty good effort. Total shots, 30 for Toronto, 21 for the Caps. Toronto takes it 52% in the faceoff circle. Caps go 1 for 1 on the power play. Toronto ends up going 1 for 5, but they didn't get their first power play until quite some time into this hockey game. From the hit side, 35 hits for the Capitals, 33 for Toronto. Toronto blocking 21 shots, the Caps blocking 17. 8 giveaways for Washington, 6 for Toronto, 6 takeaways for Toronto, 9 giveaways for the Caps. These two teams have one more meeting coming up March 28th. Toronto has taken both this season. Back in October, they won 4-1 and then 7-3 here tonight. The 3 stars of the game, Alex Ovechkin picking up star number 3, Max Domi picking up star number 2, and Austin Matthews star number 1. I would agree with those 3 stars, absolutely. Thank you so much to our mods for hanging out and doing everything you do, keeping things fresh and moving and safe. Thank you to our gifters today. Really appreciate it. Richard, Keep 6, I Can Prep. Thank you all so very much. I also want to thank our regular members. Thank you for taking out a channel membership with us. Really appreciate it. You guys know how much it helps support us and keeps us going with what we're going. To everyone who found us for the first time tonight, thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope we'll see you again. We are live tomorrow night. Again, tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. It is the Edmonton Oilers and it is the Buffalo Sabres. You are going to be transferred right over to that stream when we close out here. But if you want to go over quick, make sure, here's the link. Go over, set your reminder, hit that like early. Let's have a great show tomorrow night. Tell your friends, tell your family to come on, check us out, and subscribe. It's been a great year, and I look forward to this run for the playoffs starting 1 month from tonight, April 20th. Playoffs will get underway. It's going to be a blast. Thank you all so much from all of us here at the Samwelb 12 Experience household. Have a great sleep and a great day. We'll see you in 22 hours and 45 minutes or something like that, whatever it works out to be. Have a good one, everybody. Take care and good night.